Hello, everyone, and welcome to the PUBG Mobile America's Challengers. Tonight is going to be insane, and joining me is Neptura. Welcome, Neptura.
Hello.
I'm such a big fan. So tonight we have 5 matches. We have $500 prize. And don't forget that
crazy.
These teams, the top 6, are going on to Continental. So they have 5 matches, $500, and 6 slots. What do you think?
I'm thinking we're down for some epic games tonight, Green. I mean, think about, we got only 5 matches, right? That's a lot less than some teams are used to at this stage in the game. So I think we're looking at some really great opportunities for a lot of these teams to get as many points as possible. As well, of course, we're going to be having Rondo, which means double the points because of those recall features. So definitely really something that we're going to be very excited about tonight. We're in for a good night tonight, Green.
Oh, yes, we are. I love the way that these teams play Rondo, too. They are so strategic in how they decide the 1-3 pushes. You know, one will go off to a recall, and then they got 3 just battling it out, and it's just so much chaos. And oh, it's delicious. Delicioso.
It is so. Yeah. I love it, man. I love Rondo. It's so much fun. But we're not going to start off with Rondo tonight, which we'll see very soon as we get over to those the map rotations. But yeah, I'm very excited to see what we're going to be seeing going on down tonight as we look at our team list, Green. And, you know, you were giving me the breakdown of all these teams here. I love some of these teams. We've seen some of them. I mean, I've not seen some of these names in a couple of years, but I'm excited to get back into it in the NA scene.
These are my NA loves. Well, some of them. I gotta bring them all in here, but no, these teams are so incredible. They are so smart, so strategic, and their gun skills are on point. So tonight we're just in for 5 amazing matches. So I don't even I don't even know where to start as far as who's gonna win the first match. So
yeah,
we gotta see.
It all depends. I mean, are we gonna see any hot drops though, Green? Like, are any of these teams gonna be going all in on Erangel, or what are we looking at?
These boys hot drop. Yeah, each.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, you know, yes, they do. They have. They have it out for each other.
I love it. So toxic. I love it. Okay, cool. Because, you know, there's like 2 different things, Green, right? There's like what's good for the teams and what's good for us watching the games. And I think hot dropping is definitely something that is risky for those teams, especially at such high stakes, right? With like, there's a big prize pool on the line and also only 6 teams are going through. But it's so much fun for us as we get over to that map rotation list. And I love the rotation that we got here. Green, Erangel, Miramar, Rondo, Erangel, and then back to Miramar for match number 5. And it's looking really fun because we get a different map every time. We're not having 3 in a row or 2 in a row. It's really switching up that pace for these teams.
Yes, and then Rondo has a way of absolutely shuffling their leaderboard. So as we go into match 3, we will come out of match 3 completely different.
I love that. I love that. I am really looking forward to seeing how exactly Rondo does change things for these teams. But the first Erangel, I think we might see teams maybe start off kind of slow, maybe a little bit. I mean, it's going to be 2 different things, right? On one side, it's like, they're going to start off slow. It's the first match. They just want to play their game, get some points on the board. On the other side, it's the first game. We're just going to hot drop and see what happens because we've got 4 more games after this. Like, I don't know which one it is, Green. Maybe you know, but either one is definitely going to work for these teams. So I'm curious to see as we get in very shortly what that's going to be like.
Well, we do have $500, 5 matches, and 6 slots to move on to more. So It's hard to tell. We're gonna have to just wait until we get into that first match. See how much they've been doing their wows today. You know that half of them are probably still in their wows.
True, so true, right? That's the warm-up meta now, isn't it? Yeah, very true. Gosh. Yeah, but we will see. We will see. I'm just ready to get into it, Green. Like, these teams, I want to see what they're gonna do. You gave me a little bit of breakdown. All of them are good in gun skills. Some of them might be, you know, have some questionable rotations at times. I'm gonna keep an eye out on that for sure. But I want to see some of the old names come back and do NA proud. We'll see. I mean, you already have kind of a list of teams that you want to see or you think is going to go to the through to Continental, right, into the top 6. But are any of those teams going to get the first win? I mean, I know it's a super early prediction, Green. I know this is you at this point you gotta just choose randomly, right? But like, what's speaking to you at the moment based on what you know of these teams?
Oh, you want me to choose a winning team? The winning
for the first
team
match.
For the first match is in slot 3 to 20. I guarantee it.
Okay, I love that prediction.
I can't.
That's great.
I can't choose up. Let me see. Let me.
I mean, you can change it later in the game. I just want to get your perspective.
I just love these teams, and they've all been so amazing. We do have some PMSL players in here as well.
That's
some
true.
coming back from Brazil.
Here we go.
The flight path from Saverny through military base. We are going right over the top of school apartments. Look at this, very central. So let's see what's going to happen. We've got Rich Esports already off the plane with TLC. So I might have an early hot drop over in Saverny. Looks like we're jumping with Dauntless. What does that say? Does it say Emily?
Might do. Eternity, maybe.
I think it says Emily. I can't see on my screen. I think that might be Valak.
Oh, yeah. Fair.
All right. So, yes, TLC and Rich Esports, both they hot drop. So, we do have a very early fight right over here in Saverny.
Okay. So the first one goes down.
Oh, we've already lost Jess. Oh, that's rough for Rich Esports. But we do have Kunjan. Oh, 1 HP. But he's not backing away. He is keeping an eye on him. He's most likely telling his team where he is. But I'm not sure he knows that. Archu. I'm not sure what that name is. Oh, he was able to get that. Oh, heal up. Oh, he does get one down. Oh, now Kunjan is down. Ace OP coming right up and over. Will he be able to get over there? Slay is also there. So they, oh, no, it's too late. So now we're on a 2v4.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it was an interesting play. I mean, I'm surprised how quickly they actually ended up getting weapons and stuff. Like, this is like a full loadout for a lot of these teams. So GG's on that front. Panthers as well are going to lose one over elsewhere on the map there. But yeah, Kunjan, I'm not sure what that was. I mean, he was trying to get that point. He was trying to solidify that point, right? Flush the knock away, but he wasn't prepared for the teammate coming up behind him. So that is unfortunate. And now, kind of feel like Rich now just kind of need to stay in their lane, stay in their side, and maybe try and get out. But this is a very dominant split coming in from the Lost Cause. I don't know what sort of exit strategy Rich can play here.
Yeah, it's a 2v4. Oh, they do have that off angle from Arch across the way as well. So I'm not sure if they already know that they're over there. I know that the Panthers 99% of the time drop the school apartments, and Dauntless makes their way all the way across over to North George most times.
Okay.
So I don't know It did look like it was north of Rosshawk where we saw that Panther. So I'm not sure if Panthers changed their hot drops. I'm not really sure. But now we're down in Milta with straight out of Nepal and Zero Mercy. As I've told you, Zero Mercy has no mercy. And straight out of Nepal is straight back from Brazil.
Okay.
So going to be an epic match over there as well. Ooh,
Very
AMIGOS.
nice.
Here we go. Let's see. It looks like they are also, these guys are fighting tonight. They are not backing away. We do have several hot drops. Why do we have AMG on two different? Oh, AMIGOS.
AMIGOS is also AMG. Yeah, we got AMG versus AMG over here. That's fun.
Interesting.
Not confusing at all for us, Green. AMG, I mean AMG. Sorry.
AMG Esports versus the AMIGOS. So interesting.
Yep, sure is. Okay, so 69 has gone out. So that's one down. Oh, potato, no. Why? No.
Oliver. Yeah.
The fruit gets the vegetable.
Yeah.
It's all of the fruit. It's all over fruit.
Olives are fruit.
Fruit? Yeah, I think they're fruit. Yeah. I'm going to have to Google that later.
They come from trees, right?
Right, yeah. Yeah.
From the berries, I think so.
Yeah, and then they got a stone in the middle. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, back to the hot drop.
Oh, Zero Mercy Nightmare goes down. Salmon. Salmon is a top fragger very, very often, but Wolf, I think, has this nade with his name on it. Let's see. The Olympiad in.
Oh, just straight to the noggin on that one. There you go. Yeah, no, Solomon was able to jump down, so he evaded that nade initially, trying to get the res, but he keeps being interrupted. I think he's unsure which way he wants to go with this one. Meanwhile, Wolf is like, I know he's up there. I know he's up there somewhere.
It is straight on Nepal. All four of them are still standing. And Salmon's a smart player, but he has no helmet or vest. It's a 1v4 here. Oh, nice. Salmon with another one down. Ooh. My breath here because
back out again.
Oliver! Wait. And Oliver got knocked. Oh, here comes one of the AMG teams. The teams that were fighting up by Milta Power have come down to Milta for the third party. And Oliver gets found out. But we did get Wolf picked back up. So here we go.
I mean, and Strand and Nepal have 4 elims at the moment, so they're clearing the leaderboard with twice the points that everybody else has. Yeah, sure, it's early, but, you know, we've got several hot drops going around, and they seem to have performed the best so far. Ooh, looks like a little clash on rotation there. Kali going to be taken on out. Yep, that's going to be Oblivion. Able to grab one in a Bentley. Ooh. Eliminating in style. They are. Goodness me. Oh, this is a nice compound, though, Green. Like, we're looking at a really strong compound here, especially... I mean, we will see the zone soon, but especially in what looks to be this new zone, this is going to be quite the place they need. URZA as well, looking for that position, scouting it out, but yeah, it's already taken. You're going to have to move elsewhere unless they clash? I mean, surely not. Surely... Well, I keep going back and forth here because it's like, okay, they could definitely clash this. It's early enough. They could fight this out and not have other people around them. But do you want to? Do you want to lose your players this early in the game? There are other positions in the zone because it is only phase 1.
We still have 61 players and 17. Ooh, here's our map. All right. Ooh, so we do have a couple teams outside of zone still that are trying to make it their way in. Looks like Dauntless is coming in really close to TLC up in that northeast or west side. And we still have the Broken Spirits coming out of Promorse. They've got a long way to go. We still have the Panthers. The Panthers dropped Georgia Pole, South George, which is very interesting to me. I'm not sure why they've changed from the school apartments, but they are right over there next to Freedom Esports, and they're both in the blue. And I think we might have a fight out here unless the Panthers go around them, which it does look like they're going to make it. So I think they're going to avoid that fight over in Georgia Pole Crates.
Looks like they're certainly trying to, right? They're not going for anything. I'm sure. I'm sure they're really annoyed that they changed their drop and then the zone goes that direction. Especially now, it's shifted more towards the eastern side because now they're in a position where the zone is actually running away from them. They keep having to chase it rather than actually play the game. Goodness me, Panthers. Nice little vehicle acrobatics over there. But I do like the position from INCO in this zone. I mean, they're grouping up now, but they had a massive split across that northern side. Might just have to be careful of Rich, who are going all the way around to Pmac and down.
Looks like
Eagles, though.
The car spray
coming on through another rotation clash.
Golden Eagle shoo. I saw that shoe. Beautiful. Golden Eagles NA. We got Casper on there tonight.
Ooh.
Casper, Shoo, Fear, and Loston. So let's go. Another very strong team.
Casper.
Casper's been in Brazil more than once. I think 3 times at least.
Dang.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we got some
Nice
big boys.
Nice
big boys in here. Alright, so let's see what's going on with Unique Legacy over here. Unique Legacy trying to spray down URZA. Ooh, Napoleon and Super Mula both getting one of them from Unique. But now we've got Almost There and Oblivion. Old teammates now in a fight against each other. It's always interesting to see when they take on each other. And Scarface from Sinners goes down. Ooh, and INCO is coming in, and we have got a clash going on over here.
Oh, it's more than a clash. There's all kinds of shots coming through all kinds of windows. Really hard to have a hot drop or a clash in between two teams when everybody else is looking at you as well. Those angles are just shut off, and with so many windows in this building, like player like Yami, look at Yami getting heckled by Dauntless over here, and then also trying to have his own fight, and it's like,
NA loves the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th party. Ooh, Pookie was getting a little crispy. Alright, here comes straight on Nepal into one of the AMG teams. We do need to figure out which AMGs are the Amigos and which one are AMG Esports. So straight on Nepal on the AMG, straight on Nepal on the AMG again. So AMG, I'm not sure which team this is, but they are having some issues with straight on Nepal. Looks like URZA gone out in 17th with 1 point. Shoo, also getting an AMG. So AMG, one of the AMGs going out in 16th. Oblivion going out in 15th.
Oliver.
1 point. Ooh. Look at this. Straight on Nepal. Up to... shot down. Shot down by Reyes.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, Reyes getting those angles. Reyes and what is that, Boyd? I think he's going to be able to get his team maybe pick back up. I'm not sure because here comes here comes XP3 Dark Light. Also a Brazil PMSL player here. Let's see. Dark Light went with Dauntless, which was Shoot to Survive. So XP3 was on Shoot to Survive when they went to Brazil. There are several big players in this for NA. These are all my babies.
I want the INCO split. It's really nice here. I like what they're doing. They got a 2-1-1 over a few buildings. It's really good control as well. So I like what we're seeing from INCO. Could that mean they win this? I don't know, but it's possible.
Okay, so this is the AMG Esports. So AMG Esports is still in here. So
Amigos went out.
Amigos went out, yes.
Mm,
And we still have
AMGX is
that
Amigos.
cluster in the center zone, and we also have Unique Legacy over with Freedom Esports outside of zone, doing the zone wrap, trying to get any of the latecomers coming into zone, but they're going to be found by Almost There, because Almost There is gatekeeping right over there, and Almost There have a lot of gun skills. They may be able to stop some of these teams from coming on in.
Did we see Rich enter the zone, or were they taken out? I don't see them on the map here. They were the... Oh, yeah, there they are. I see them on the coast, just below TLC there. They came all the way around and had a massive rotation around to Kameshki and then down to the south, and they are there on the on those cliff sides. So they've got a pretty good position in zone. It is kind of edge, but hopefully they're still going to be in it to an extent so that they won't have that hard of a rotation in. Unique Legacy, again, also opting for that longer rotation. This is actually really good. I like this a lot from them. You're going to probably see a few teams do this where they go over to the north side because they know that for the most part, there's going to be a far smaller cluster of teams on this side just because of where the zone was going, where teams most likely are going to be. They're most likely going to be on the south and eastern sides. Although, having said that, not that they know this, but having said that, it's actually very evenly spaced. Everybody got there fairly early, set up shop quickly, and so there's not a whole lot of teams all bunched together on one side of the zone. Everybody's found their spot.
And you were talking about Rich Esports on the cliffside. They are still in zone with no one at their back, so that is really good for them. But then we've got down below, coming up from that south side, we have the Golden Eagles that are going to have to push into zone. Right when I said that, here they are pushing up and into zone, and they're going through Freedom Esports first. It does look like there's a casualty for Freedom. Looks like Fear finding one of them. Shoo up to 3 eliminations already.
Nice.
So
4. Well, no, Fear's got the 4th.
Fear got that one.
Nice.
And it looks like they made it. They just pushed their way in. This is Freedom Esports, and they are just bulldozing their way up and into zone. There's not a lot of compounds on this side of the map. The zone is pretty sparse, but we do have a lot of cliffs and hills.
Yeah, we do. And if you're a team that prefers the open ground to a compound in those late zones, then this is going to be perfect for you. So that might just be their game plan, Green, right? They might just be one of those teams that go, hey, we'd love to play a cliff, or we'd love to play a hillside or something, control from there, and they're going to be good to go if that is the case. We do have Vitali. I believe that's Vitali, right? Knocked?
Yes, Vitali.
Yep. So he is knocked at the moment. Maybe they can get him back up, but that's the danger of that split, right? Is where if you're not one of the duo, then it's going to be hard to pick you back up.
Karan with that. Up to 3 eliminations with that S12. A lot of S12s in this. I feel like I've seen a lot of them, right? And Rich Esports. Oh, Shushu coming right up and in onto the Panthers. The Panthers also on this cliffside. So we've got the cliffsides with Rich Esports, the Panthers, and the Golden Eagles. And Loston gets found by Unknown from the top of the cliff. But here comes that nade. That nade really close. All right, the nade does not get him. So we might be able to pick up a couple of those of the Panthers. And we still have a team, the Broken Spirits. They're still coming up and in. And it looks like the Unique Legacy and TLC maybe get... Oh, yep, there goes Unique Legacy. Super Mula getting found out on that scouting. I think he was scouting right up in the middle between the Lost Cause. So...
Oh, Dauntless now. Feeling the effects of being in everybody's business, I think, Green. I was gonna say this team have just been the thorn in the side of so many teams around them, right? Just clearing their position, making sure they have a good spot, and then just spraying down everybody else. But it's starting to bite them back now a little bit. That's gonna be Emily going on down, so it's just a solo left for Dauntless at this point. What? Okay. I thought he was really trying to punch an enemy there, and they just decided to do that. Oh, the spin! Goat! not what he needed at all. Down he goes. Very nice for the lost cause. That's going to be a double knock coming in. So, unfortunately for, I believe that's UL there, they are not going to be happy. They're going to go down to a solo almost instantly, just like that.
Yeah, Unique Legacy was doing well with their 4 eliminations, but with that spin out, which, you know, you gotta love the PUBG spin outs. So it happens. Look like, yes, it does, all too often. So straight on the ball. Oh, the broke is. Oh, Fear got turned on by Winter.
Yeah,
from the
you
Panthers.
gotta be careful. Gotta be careful with your angles, Green. Don't get tunnel visioned. Yeah. It's easy to do, and that nade is excellent from Blasphemy.
Blasphemy. Oh, Dauntless. Dauntless. There they go. Right on down. Almost there. Wiz. Almost there. Got caught in these trenches. These trenches can be great as long as, like you said, you don't get tunnel vision. You got to have players keeping their eyes 360. All players need to be paying attention to each, not just 1 or 2.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So we might be able to get our 99 pick back up, but I'm not so sure.
These nades coming in.
All 4 of them are still standing from Excellence over here. We're down to a duo for the Golden Eagles NA, though. Look at straight out Nepal, up to 6 eliminations, and right behind them are the Lost Cause at 6.
Excellence. I'm going to say their nades are on point. That's the 3rd nade I've seen from the duo currently standing from Excellence, or a duo of the squad that's currently standing from Excellence. Really, really good nades to just take out players left, right, and center. So love what we're seeing from them as the zone has shifted actually now more to the western side. And a lot of these teams now are going to be trying to fight for prime position. The Lost Cause losing out on that fight. There we go. And INCO Gaming. This team's interesting because they've had such a big control over the north side. They've only got 2 elimination screens. So they are up as a full squad. You understand that they're keeping those resources right for that end game, and all these teams now are going to use all that, and they're going to come out on top. Maybe that's the strategy here, but if they do end up going out earlier, you know, it is a risky play to some extent because the way these teams are playing, you're going to be far down on that leaderboard if you do go out.
Yeah, I've been seeing. Oh, look at that nade! Oh, I was like, is he gonna throw it? Are they gonna get double naded? They're gonna nade each other? But oh, that nade came in right before he released that nade. Yes, it's almost time to see all this up close and personal. And these guys, oh, they're just getting wounded trying to come in off these hills. And now we do have straight on Nepal center zone. We still have AMG, the Golden Eagles, the Panthers down that southeast. We got Excellence almost there over to the west. They all need to come on in. Rich Esports coming off that cliffside, and I think they know that their backs are still clear, so that's a good feeling when you're coming into this later zone.
Look at INCO, though. They still have the only compound now in the new zone. There's nothing around them that has the same sort of thing going. So these teams, it's either INCO are very secure or INCO are in a lot of danger because a lot of teams might try to descend on this building because it's the only one left. However, in their favor, it's not the best area to be in. Yes, you have the compound for cover, but it's on low ground. There's some ridges. There's a lot of trees. You don't really have a lot of visibility. It does look like almost are still going to go for it, though. But they're coming in really slowly, Green. I don't know that this is really the way to come in here. Wolf is down very low. Bear is very late. This is a very half-hearted push for me. I don't like this at all. It's really plays into the hand of INCO here.
Right? It's like pushing up the stairs one at a time in apartments. If you're going to push, you got to go together.
Mm-hmm.
But we do have just about everybody in zone, and we've got all eyes on this compound. If you look at most of these players, they are keeping an eye on what is happening over here. We still have all 4 of them still up from Excellence, the only team with full 4-man. INCO just got one taken down by Tally, but here comes Brunosen. Oh, what a shot
INCO
with that S12.
They know what they're doing. Wolf is still here. He's still vibing.
I think we lost Bear in all of that, but I did miss who took out Bear. But we do have Excellence that's coming in from that south, and they are keeping an eye on the compound. But we've got Straight Out of Nepal on the slate, Straight Out of Nepal in downhill from AMG, and I did miss who was up towards that north side. I think that might have been the Sinners coming down from the north, I believe.
I think it might have been, yeah.
Straight Out Nepal are up to 12 eliminations already, though. Crazy. Oh, there goes Brunosen from Excellence. So Excellence, they are trying to get the third party. Brunosen
they are.
Still, yeah, and we still have almost their Wolf behind that broken wall as well.
Yeah, they've really kind of just left Wolf. I think that third party saved almost 100% here because it turned their attention. They were distracted just long enough for Wolf to be able to do something
Wolf.
here. Might just be what they need now. Does he get the second one? So close. Doesn't quite get McGraw in there, but Vitaly will have to do for now, but the zone's going to be coming on in. It does shift down to the south side. Wolf now has to think about where he's going to go, and the nade is going to be very good. Oh, yes, it is.
Brunosen with that nade. Oh, my goodness. All right, so we do have one still knocked from INCO, but they're getting picked up, and we still have all 4 of them pushing up from Excellence, and they are in zone. We do have a team outside of zone coming in from that north, just to the north of Straight Out of Nepal. And Straight Out of Nepal still have a split. They are still on opposite sides of this new zone.
Goodness. Okay, so I really like how Sons of Nepal or Straight Out of Nepal rather are playing this, right? Because they've got all those elims. They are a duo, but they're keeping some control over zone. They're figuring out what they want to do. Karan does go on down, is taken out to the zone, actually. So SNR are going to be over in 5th place, and we have our top 4 here, Green. INCO still up with full squad. Straight Out of Nepal. Nice nade coming on through there. Now AMG versus Straight Out of Nepal, trying to get some nades going because they got to be quick because some other teams could come in for the third party.
The split by Straight Out of Nepal, it just made me so nervous. And now we do have AMG Esports coming right up, and INCO does have eyes on Excellence coming in as well. So I feel like INCO knows how to defend this compound, and the compound is still in zone. And I noticed that it does look like they're favoring INCO now. Oh, there goes Blasphemy. So INCO 7 was able to find him. So now we are down a few players. INCO still up 4 players. Look at this. Straight Out of Nepal, though, Blaze is so hot. He's a good gunner, so let's see what he can do. He is still in zone, but he's across that street, and you know how PUBG likes to zoom in. Oh, the street is still in the center of zone, but the INCO compound no longer in zone. The INCO does have to move out, but they are concentrating their effort over onto Excellence now, and we still have 4 teams.
We do indeed. Now it's INCO's turn to move on out, and this is where Excellence now going to be moving in with those Molotovs, moving in with those nades, just making sure they can't come out. Oh, that is unfortunate. That should have been such a great shot from Jazzy, but the crate's going to tank all of those shots, and that gives INCO just a little bit more room here. 6 elims on the board for them. 10 players left alive. It's not many now. There's only so many points you can get now, and Blaze Very, very low. AMG picking up where he is. The nade's going to be a great follow-up here. Should do something. Not quite. It's a little bit off the mark.
HP.
Yeah,
1 HP on Blaze.
Crazy.
Can he get that heal off before the rest of the push by AMG and INCO still pushing up on it? But and excellence, we have two different fights on two different sides of this map.
We do, but McGrellin just mollied his own teammate there. That's why Vitali's down. So a little bit of a delay coming in on the side of INCO. They have to res back on up here, make sure they get all healed, but it doesn't matter. Seven's doing the work. The rest of the team making sure excellence get taken on out, and it looks like we might just have an AMG versus INCO finish here. There we go. Excellence getting taken on out. 4 eliminations, 4th place. A great start to the tournament for them. And now AMG next on the chopping block, potentially here. INCO trying to suss them out, kind of seeing where they are, get that position ready to go, get those off angles. And Blaze is just like, I am not here. I am not moving. I want 2nd place. If he cannot get run over by 7.
INCO coming
brutal.
In hard. It is now a
also
1v2.
Brutal. Get another one. Get another one. Go on.
4v1 is what I meant to say. 4v2, 4v1, and now,
hey.
What an INCO finish! Oh, they were so blessed by that zone. What do you think?
Really good stuff coming in from INCO. Very nicely played from them, and really something we've seen before. And they're just bringing that strategy in here and just making it their own, making it the name of the game. Get in to the position early, make sure that no one else comes towards you, but be ready for those clashes when they come. Some really great stuff from INCO there.
Yeah, and you asked me if I thought I'd see any hot drops.
I think the whole game was hot drops, to be fair.
I told you. I love my boys. I love them. They are just so aggressive, and they've got the gun skills, as you saw. What impressed you the most?
Oh, good question. I really liked how INCO played that in general. I think it was a really nice strat, and they really read the room and saw what other teams were doing and did the opposite. I really liked what Rich did with the long rotation to the north side there. But I'm going to have to say INCO, the way that they were able to play against all of those teams, still stay up as a full squad and really bounce off each clash just better and better. I really liked that. So INCO overall just really impressed me.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. INCO held that compound down, and look at these stats. Ooh, 7 was 7 grenades and 704 damage. So 7 using his name. He's like,
love that.
I got you.
Yeah, I love that. So really nice nades being used. Yeah, so some really cool knocks being thrown out there by all of these players. They really held their own and supported each other really, really well. And you can see that in the stats, right? 3, 2, 4, 3 eliminations. Very, very even. The damage is even as well. Sure, 7 has the most, but you know, you're always going to have your fraggers. You're always going to have one that does more than the other, but all of them, you know, pulled their own weight in this win. So a really nice, strong, sort of united win for the start of the night.
Feel a lot of cohesiveness in this team. I feel like their comms were on point, their rotation was on point. They did get blessed with that compound for several zones, but they were able to hold that compound. Straight out of Nepal with 17 eliminations. Look at that.
Yeah,
12 for INCO.
Yeah, 12 for INCO, 12 eliminations for straight out of Nepal, so 17 total points for Nepal and 22 for INCO. Straight out of Nepal, man. I mean, yes, they got 3rd place, which is still an awesome result, but the 12 eliminations makes it so that they are almost on par with INCO Gaming here. Like going into the next game, going into Miramar, you're looking at some real contenders, and compared to the rest of the teams, right? AMG Esports were second, but they have 9 points total. That's a huge gap. There's only 2 teams with double-digit numbers here at the start of the night, and it's 17-9 is the gap. That is a big gap for these teams.
Yeah, I think I said 17 when I meant to say 12-12. Alright, so we do have a lot to go tonight. Now we are down to 4 matches remaining for $500 in 6 slots.
Yep, we sure do. I just can't wait to get into the next game. That was Erangel. Miramar should be a little bit slower, you know, but we'll see how that's going to pan out, Green. Yeah.
Not my boys. And Miramar is gonna be just as crazy. They know where to find each other. Well, I've seen a few lately. I have
too.
Yeah, the bolties are coming back. I think it's probably because they don't want to push up on those shotguns anymore. They're like, okay,
right? Like,
you want to play that?
No,
give me my 8 times, give me my K9, and then we can talk S12K later.
Love that. I love that. I mean, bolties have always been my thing. You know this, Green. I love my bolt actions. I would love to see them in esports more and more. So if we can get any of that, I'm starting to see a few being played more. So if we're headed towards a bolt action meta, I would just be in heaven. So hopefully the boys do what I want them to do and use bolt actions for the next game. That'd be nice.
And welcome back, everyone. We are headed into match 2 of the PUBG Mobile America's Challengers. What did you think of match 1. Are you
I
ready for
loved
the
match
sweaty
1.
match 2?
I think it's gonna be awesome, Green. I think we're gonna have some epic hot drops. I think we're gonna see some ult actions. I think that we saw some cool stuff on the Erangel. It might be slightly slower on Miramar just because it's a bigger map, right? There's a lot more clips. There's a lot less visibility across the map a little bit. But I think the teams are still gonna find each other no matter what because they are sweaty teams and they want the points. So
Yes,
I think they're gonna find each other for sure.
They want those points, and as you remember, there's a lot of teams that need quite a bit of points.
That's true. Yeah, it really is. Like 17 points. We had 22, 17, 9. That is the top 3 score right now. So yeah, there's some catching up to do. Maybe some teams are gonna wait till Rondo and try and hope for Rondo to be that comeback match for them. But Miramar is a great place to start as well. Like in Miramar, you want to make sure you have a few points. It's easy to get a few points just like waiting it out. There's lots of little nooks and crannies that you can kind of hide in. So Green, I think we got a lot to see here. There's going to be some interesting plays at stake here.
And lots of 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th parties. Let's go. Here we go. Headed into Miramar. I don't know the flight path, but we're going over the top of Le Cabarillo. It looks like we may be headed down to the Leones area, maybe.
Possibly. That would be nice. That would be cool. Los Leones has enough room for 3 or 4 teams. So Green, if they want a hot drop there, it's not really a hot drop. It's just like, hey, come on in. We got room. There's plenty of room for all y'all. Oh, big drop over San Martin. Did you see that on the minimap? About 3 teams all just dropped there. Now they could be just, coincidental, like again over Graveyard there, possibly going over to Picado, but yeah, some big clusters of teams jumping out of those planes. Hopefully it doesn't mean a hot drop for these teams. Hopefully it definitely means hot drops for us. But, for the teams, come on, match 2 now. You can't be doing that all the time. We'll see. Maybe that's just the name of the game so far. 3 teams looking like they all want to go to the same spot over here, Green.
Yeah, it looks like we're headed. Are we headed to Chumacera? I'm trying to figure out exactly where we're headed, but we do have, let's see, we got the Sinners, we got the Unique Legacy, we got Golden Eagles.
Oh, the Winchester!
Dauntless. There it goes. All right. I told you'd see Winchesters. I did, yes. And look at this. They all dropped on top of each other. So we do have the fight over at the intersection by the Hacienda del Patron over at that car spawn. We've got a couple teams over in El Pozo. We got teams all along that Monte Nuevo to San Martin corridor, and look down at Zero Mercy, Golden Eagles, and Excellence down in that Chumacera area. So there goes another player out to a DBS.
I can't believe we have a zone that is nearly in.
There goes another shot.
Heck yeah, dude! Let's go,
my
boys,
boys,
for the win.
Yes, they pick up whatever they've got and they start shooting because that's what NA does. And they are on fire. All right, so let's see. Freedom Esports. I see Freedom Esports is over there in El Pozo with Dauntless. So they've got that eastern side, and it does look like Dauntless is pretty spread out over El Pozo. So, here we are over in El Pozo.
That could be good.
Oh no,
just in
came
front.
up short. Yeah, we lost Superman. Oh no, the world is in trouble now.
That is unfortunate. Banger 67K. It's gonna be able to pick up that elim. But the Tommy gun, I do love a good Tommy gun. Aya has the right idea. Tommy gun is just underrated, I feel like. We're starting to see it a little bit in esports, but it's just, there's no recoil on it. There's just 0 recoil on that thing. It's so nice. So, love to be seeing it being used here. But the thing is with El Pozo Green is like you can have a hot drop, sure, but the city is so big that the minute you start spreading out, trying to get away from that immediate fire there, is actually you kind of come to a standstill. It goes very quiet very quickly. But unless Aya has anything to say about it, which, again, Tommy gun for
what
the
a
win. I
flick.
keep saying this, and I will continue to say this, because that quick little flick there is going to grab him a knock. Cassini does go on down, and that is going to be Freedom trying to pick up the pieces.
Did you see a secondary weapon, though?
I sure
Tommy
did.
gun and a Winchester.
Yeah, let's go. Love it.
Yeah, the problem I have with El Pozo is the wide open. It is so hard to push between some of these buildings, between some of this hardcover. It's just wide open. And yet these teams seem to be doing fairly well using the smoke coming right up and over. But Aya with this nade. Oh, this nade could hurt.
Oh, wait, really? That didn't do anything? I'm surprised.
He's going to use the bake.
There you go.
He's going to bake it up and over. What a nade. Look at that. Right.
Beautiful. So nice. Oh my.
Right.
Dauntless doing the work here. Demon, the last player alive for Freedom Esports. And this is the penalty you have to, take sometimes when you do these hot drops. You got a solo. You got 0 points on the board. Dauntless are just running through. And, taking all your teammates out in style. You kind of just got to chill. But the thing is Dauntless, they are not going to chill. They know there is one player left here. And unless they're going to actually just leave completely, you can't just leave that solo left to his own devices, because he will stab you in the back later. So it's either get out of dodge or go searching for him. And I think they've chosen that first option, right? They're going to be going out of the area, get out of here, go to a different part of El Pozo at least, and just chill out.
Yeah, they're bloodhounds, though. They know that there's a solo here, so they're going to keep looking for him while they loot up. And I forget where the zone actually is, if they're in zone. I think the zone is to the east. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So it looks like Unique Legacy is having some issues over here with Zero Mercy. As I told you, Zero Mercy has no mercy. They are out for blood all the time, every match. Let's see what's going to happen now, because you could see that Unique Legacy are a lot of red under their names. Ooh,
nice.
Nightmare.
Just keeping that pressure. See, that's all you got to do, right? Not every spray has to result in a knock.
Demon was just found over. Yeah, they found him.
There you go. That'll be the end of them. So that's 0 points on the board for Miramar. They're out early. So that's going to be them putting their hopes on that Rondo. But as we look over here, I'm thinking, not every spray has to really be resulting in a knock, right? It's just to disturb. It's to disrupt whatever revive is going on, trying to hone in as much as possible, trying to stop the other team from doing what they want to do. That is the ultimate goal there. So we'll see how that works out for them. Meanwhile, the Panthers going up against INCO, and INCO moving into their space here. So TP, Panthers actually have a really good split coming in here, but INCO just want to surround, and they're doing a great job of it so far. Maybe not. Is that going to be the double knock? No, not quite.
Oh, I thought he did get that double knock coming out of that van. That line push into the grays, and now we do have the Panthers are down 2 players knocked and 1 down about 5 HP. As INCO is just pushing up. We did lose Brunosen though, so INCO is now down 8 player. Oh, there goes another knock.
But INCO might just try and do something different here. They gotta be careful of that off-angle player, right, from the Panthers. And I will say Winter's doing a great job of holding them off so far. Just not allowing them anywhere near. But hang on, 7 might just have a sneaky off angle up on the roof. He goes. Winter must know that now. Back down they go. He's going to try and revive here. And now it's that player's turn. So we'll see.
Yeah. We do have Yoshi across the street trying to get the cover fire over onto INCO to get players back up. But the Panthers, the Panthers came right out into the sandwich. INCO sandwich. Oh. Whoo. All right, so I think that's it for the Panthers. They're going out in 16th place. And look at this, we pulled back and we're going over to the San Martin. We have 3 teams in zone. Look at the teams that need to
Wow.
rotate in. All along the eastern side, they are going to just crash into each other. And then we've got URZA going up into El Pozo, into Dauntless territory.
Oh, that's not a good idea. I don't know. I mean, we know what they don't, right? So we'll see. Why is Sinners here? The third party is insane here, coming up against INCO. Alrighty, TP did go out there. I had a quick issue, so I missed that bit. Okay, cool. But Sinners are the next up to the chopping block. Let's see if INCO can win out against them as well here. I mean, they are in zone, right? You said it. They are in zone. This is a great position to try and fight for, and Sinners are gonna try and take it.
Oh,
that's INCO down 2 now, just down to a solo, and Sinners might just have this one.
Yeah, Scarface, like I said, he went out early that last match, but he is in it this time. Scarface has been on fire lately, so I see. Ooh. Oh, they took out INCO!
Wow.
Oh, look at that. Pookie with 2 of the eliminations out of 4. But
Very
as I
nice.
said, NA loves the third party. So straight out of Nepal, now in a fight with Rich Esports. Looks like Rich Esports. Oh, and Excellence. XP3 taking those shots over onto Excellence as well. All right, so we're still over by the Hacienda del Patron Farms. Looks like we're spread out just a little bit, almost there, up over here in the Minas Generalis area.
Very nice. Okay, some really good ridges here, some really good high ground that you can take advantage of. Oblivion do look like they're going to be trying to do just that, and that would be a really nice thing for them to do, right? It's phase 2. We got 30 seconds until the zone closes again, and so it's a really nice early stage of the game to make your position solid here. So it could be really good for them. They could pull an INCO from Erangel, right, where they get to a position really early and just hold it until the very end. So let's see what they've got up their sleeves. INCO, speaking of them, we're not going to get the last game's winners in this match for any much longer than they've already been in. They're out, but 3 points, still maintaining a little bit of a lead. It's now up to straight out of Nepal, right, where it's up to them now to try and surpass INCO to that top spot. So they were only 17 to 22 is 5 points. So 5 points difference between them coming into this game. INCO have 3, so now that's 8 points. What can Straight Out Nepal do here? And can they make it happen in this game?
Nepal does have an elimination, and all 4 of them are still standing. I did not catch where they were at this point. They normally, as I should say, go over to that Impala area. So I'm guessing they're over on that eastern edge. But let's see. Dauntless is coming in, getting ready to come up towards that Hacienda del Patron. Very aggressive push by Dauntless into Hacienda. Look at this, right up and into AMG. And is this the Amigos? I believe this might be the Amigos. I'm not sure.
So I mean, Valak got that 1 knock right with the mini, so this is the push that they needed to do. AMG do have the knockback up, so all it did is create an opening for Dauntless, but it hasn't done much more than that. It just gave them, it bought them the time to actually get to the compound, but hasn't done much else for them. But the nades might find one. Emily's up on the roof. What an angle! It's an angle that they're not even looking at, right? AMG too busy looking at something else here to really do anything. Oh, but she's been found there. Emily gonna go down. Nice little crevice to heal up in. Maybe some nades to just stop any sort of pushes being seen. But that is a third party, so Dauntless have to be careful.
They are pushing on in, though. All 4 of them are now in the Hacienda del Patron proper. So I do see a lot of prone players from the AMG. As AMG is also in a fight with Oblivion. All right, Amigos. There we go. Amigos are over in Hacienda del Patrol. So there we go. Amigo. Ooh, down. Banger goes down. God, no. God, get back up. All right, so now Banger is down and God is down for the Amigos. So let's see. And it looks like Oblivion going out with 0 points over. Oh, and here comes Zero Mercy. We've got 2 more teams coming up, Natura. Look at the South and the West. So here comes the 3rd and the 4th party into Hacienda del Patron to get involved with the Amigos and the Dauntless fight. And Amigos are down 2 players now.
And it's in the phase 4. It is in phase 4. So this is a compound actually that is going to be worth these teams' time to fight. So you are going to be looking at possibly this being a central location based on the mini map there. So a lot of teams going to be looking to this position, especially when they hear all those shots, right? Yeah, look at it. It's pretty much dead on center there. You got really good controlling ground there as well. So these teams, they do want to make sure that they have this down, especially if those shots are being heard across the map. Some of these teams might go, hey, we'll try our hand at that as well.
The rest of the teams seem to be giving each other some respective space, though. If you notice, I see a lot of scouting going on and a lot of diversion, but they're letting this play out. And not many of these teams are actually pushing right up and in. I do feel like Zero Mercy are right up there waiting for their opening, and Dauntless down 2 players now. So it's a 2v2 over here in the Hacienda del Patron. Dauntless up to 8 eliminations. Look at that. And we do have straight out Nepal over here. Look at this. XP3 looking through that scope, trying to see if anybody's outside of that Hacienda del Padrón. Ooh, all right. So what do you see now? What do you think? I feel like almost there may end up in a fight with Excellence. I see Wiz getting kind of close, scouting right over the top of the Excellence compound. So we might have a fight there in a minute. Oh, and FR99 gets caught out by the Sinners. I believe that's what I saw. We still have the Golden Eagles NA not too far away up in those hills by the Hacienda del Patron as well. They are right there in the ridges on the north side of that road. I don't know, Neptur. What are you feeling?
I'm interested to see what Gold do here as well, though. Look at the south side. A big old split coming in from them. I wonder what that's going to look like for them. They're probably going to regroup where the duo are in zone, right? But I do love what information they're able to get here.
Oh,
Boston, look at him up onto that mountainside. He's just getting all that info. He knows exactly where everybody is. Yeah. They do have a knock. Okay, they have a knock down to the south, but they should be able to res that back up, get back into zone, regroup, and have some really, really good info that many of the teams won't have.
Well, I feel like almost there is actually helping the Golden Eagles because they're holding the Sinners in the intersection compound. The Sinners are trying to come out and around. You see 777, whatever, trying to come up and get the elimination onto Casper. But Casper is already moving to the north side of the street. This is very interesting how they're trying to push up and in onto each other, and they are actually covering each other inadvertently. I really like being able to see the map a little more often, but these teams, they are right on the ridge. I feel like they're all just kind of hanging onto the zone at this point, or the circle. But we do have Zero Mercy. They are still pushing up closer and closer to Dauntless over in that Hacienda del Patron. So I'm not sure they figured out how many are there. I feel like they're still scouting the Hacienda and they don't know if Dauntless is still a 4-man team. And if they go in thinking that Dauntless is anything less, it will be a rude awakening for them. All right, so looks like Lost Cause needs to come on in. The Broken Spirits need to come on in. And now the Golden Eagles may end up coming up right behind Zero Mercy. Zero Mercy is getting closer, but here comes the Golden Eagles. So now Zero Mercy is going to be sandwiched between the Golden Eagles and Dauntless over here in the Hacienda del Patron. Neptera, if you're talking, we have lost you. So let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's hope she can make it out and back. And I do see that the Lost Cause is coming in from that north side. So Dauntless is getting pushed, hard pushed by 3 other teams. So they're going to have to hold down the Hacienda del Patron from the Lost Cause, the Golden Eagles, NA, and Zero Mercy. And Zero Mercy goes out. That last nade by Casper. Welcome back. What are you thinking of this craziness? Dauntless
I mean, Dauntless are holding on, aren't they? Dauntless able to really just hold on to this compound, hold on to all these eliminations. And I mean, yes, they're kind of being saved a little bit by that Golden Eagles push, but still, they're in full control of what's going on here. The rest of the zone are kind of just waiting for this to fizzle out, for there to be an actual winner here, because I think all the action is going to happen around Hacienda, and then the rest of the teams kind of just wait for that top 5 position to come to them at this point.
What do you think of Dauntless all up on the roofs with this crazy sight line in this zone, because this zone is down and flat. So Dauntless can almost see every team that is still in this, which we still have 10 teams and 36 players.
Yeah, gosh. I mean, especially with the minis, right? I mean, it's not just Valak. You've also got Aya with the mini as well. So Emily has M4 just as good, really. So if you're up on that roof and you got all that self plus a mini 14, sheesh, you're winning in style at this point. Love this from Emily, though. Just looking for a little bit of an off angle. They know that Hacienda probably isn't going to be in circle for much longer here as the zone starts to come on in. So actively looking for that position, actively looking for any weaknesses in these other teams that they can exploit. And yeah, the zone does not go to them. It goes just in front of them, green. So they're going to have to move in to, who is that? TLC, directly into TLC here.
There aren't many compounds. I didn't quite catch which one of the farms that are still in zone, but it is mostly flat land here. We've got a lot of hard cover, but in the way of rocks and trees and ridges. And Dauntless is making the most that they can out of this top ridge before they have to push down into the plateau. So look at this. What a great shot of what these players are having to deal with, where they have to choose to call theirs at this point in this match. And I do like where the Sinners are able to just this edge of zone. They've got this ridge line. They are up. They can see down into this mesa. So look at that AMG straight down below them. Excellence does have a compound, but they are keeping their heads down. They know that they can be seen from higher above these ridges. Look at that, right above them. Oh, Void coming out and getting found out. Teddy on fire. So that was a nade followed by a molly by straight out of Nepal. Now pushing up and in, straight out of Nepal, up to 3 eliminations, and they still have all 4 players in this with only 9 teams remaining. And they've got the compound to the north, and Dauntless and TLC still right there next to each other. They have to figure out which way they're going to be able to push on in. And the Sinners coming into almost there. So now there goes the Sinners out to almost there, holding on to the tankers right on down here, but they're almost there, down to one player. Bear is the last one still standing. The rest of them out or need to be picked up, but they do have those silos there, so they may be able to get picked back up.
Yeah, they might just have just enough cover to do something. But here we go. The Dauntless push is real, and it's happening at the same time as TLC now. So both these teams moving at the same time. I think Dauntless are going to be caught up here by Golden. They also moved in, so that's going to be a defensive point here. But I think Dauntless is trying to burn both ends of the candle here.
Yeah, they are.
It's like a third-party central over here, Green. What's going on? Like, it's a great ridge for Dauntless, right? But you got to look at both sides every single time, every second, look in a different direction. So that's going to be really hard for them. Emily scouting out. The buggy's going to be very smoky indeed. The other buggy just right on top of it. There you go. But they know where 7777 is. And he gets knocked by AMG, so that's a third-party TLC in a real hard spot here because it's just so open to the back end. There's nothing,
and taken out by
straight
out of Nepal from across the way because it is wide open, flat land here. Oh, straight out of Nepal, up to 6 eliminations. But look at AMG; they are up to 8, and they are still right over here as well. Look at the zone as we're going now to the south side of the previous zone.
Yeah, we are going to the south. Oh, Loston trying to just run around, trying to get something going on here, but no,
but there are
so
many angles. That is
so many.
Just every angle. You've got to use your smokes at this point. I know these boys want to hold on to their utilities and use them when all else fails, but that was definitely a place where smoke could have helped hold off some of those sight lines. Oh, XP3 taken right out of that by Emily. Emily not letting him push right up and across the way. Oliver, we've already seen so many devastating nades by Oliver. Oh, right when I said that on the Valak. Oliver with that arm.
That's huge. That is huge, actually, against Dauntless, because Dauntless have been making such a great show of a really bad position, right? Because that is a tough spot that they're in, and they've been controlling it so well, but losing one like that, or at least getting one knocked, just delays things. And when you're in the position that Dauntless are in right now, you do not want to delay. They are back up, and Blasphemy does go down, so that's 3 down for Excellence. I really thought they would hold on to this compound a little bit longer than they seem to be doing, but the angles are just too good. There's too many third parties coming on in here as well. And 15 eliminations now for Dauntless. Green. AMG with 11 as well. We got 2 teams with double-digit elims, and we still have 6 teams alive.
Insanity. It looks like Excellence Wagon was able to get his teammate picked back up, but now they have to move.
Immediately shut
down. Yeah. Dauntless still has the high ground snuck to her. What do you think about that?
I mean, that's crazy. They've zone predicted this very well, and even if they hadn't gotten the zone particularly right, because yes, they are slightly outside of zone, but it has gone their way. Even if they hadn't gotten that right, they still have a position of such information, such control, that even if they go out now, I mean, it's gotten them 15 eliminations. So even if they go out now, you're looking at a top 3 points-wise just off the back of that. So it's a really, really nice play they've come in with. I love this for them because now they're going to wrap around to the north side. They know that side is open. They're going to stock back up on stuff, and they know that there's a lot of solos out there. Actually, we only have one other team. That's going to be Almost that has anybody more than a solo. We got, or actually, excuse me, Excellence has 2. It was just very, very low there. But so it's a 1v1, v3, v2, v4.
Ooh.
Like, it's not that hard for Dauntless the way they're going, the way Emily is going. 7 eliminations here. She just keeps on going and going and going, and now they have control of that zone, Green.
Right up and over onto Golden Eagles NA taking out the last one. Almost there is still down in those silo. Oh, and there goes Excellence. And we're down to the top 3, Neptura. Dauntless, AMGN. Almost there.
Almost there. Is almost there. They got one knock. Can they get that back up? It's going to be imperative that they do, because Dauntless just going to be coming on over and being very daunting to these other teams. Oh, but there you go. That's going to be the nade over. Aya's going to grab that one.
So now we are down to a 2v1v4. Dauntless still has this high ground. Dauntless just throwing the nades up and over onto Wolf and Wiz for almost there. And it does look like AMG is just trying to make the most. Oh! And now it is a 1v4.
Okay.
What a shot by AMG.
That is Emily down, but now they know exactly where the zoo is, and they're going to try and do something. The nade is going to clean up that Elim, and that's going to be Dauntless winning this, honestly, from the mid-game. It was obvious that this was a team who was going to be in control of everything, and weren't they just, Green?
Dauntless. Oh, they were able to hold that compound, or they pushed the compound, took the compound, held the compound, held the high ground at all that time.
I love to see it from Dauntless. Let's go.
Ooh.
Let's go. I mean, we love to see it. We saw INCO do something similar. I think they really did play sort of INCO's game from Erangel, just far more aggressive. They got into more fights earlier on. They pushed a little bit more, and so they were able to actually come away with a few more eliminations than INCO were in the first game. But still, that strategy is very, very similar. They just held that compound, held it, and then pushed forward when they had to. Really, really good stuff.
All right, let's look at these stats. Ooh, look at that. All right, so Banger, 900. Oh, look at these.
Wow.
Look at this. Aya, 1,240. Emily, 1,158. Ooh,
great stuff.
Quadruple.
Really good stuff from these teams.
Yeah, Emily and Banger both with 8 and 7 eliminations. These teams are on fire. These players.
Yeah,
I still need to figure out who Aya and Emily are. I feel like we know who both of them are. They're being shy for us tonight. But
yeah. Really love this though, Green, is Aya has 3 eliminations for their 1,200 damage. That is a lot of controlling damage, and it goes into what I was saying earlier in the game, is like, not every spray has to result in a knock. You just do a little bit of damage, tick down that healing, make them use their meds, and make them delay a push or delay an angle, not be able to use an angle, and that's how you control the game. As we look over to the match standings, Dauntless got 32 points in that game.
22
crazy.
Elims, 22 elims,
wow.
10 placement points. Incredible.
Holy
We've
moly.
only have 3 matches left, and we are going into Rondo, where the leaderboard is gonna get shuffled. We may see some zeros now, but we will no longer see zeros coming out of match number 3. But match number 2, 8MG Esports, 12 elims, and he was pushed out of that final garage over there to the east of Hacienda, and it was wide open in front of him, but he did get that knock. He was trying for that elim, and he would that is always so heartbreaking when you just gotta go. You just gotta go.
Yep, for sure. And here we go. Map rotation coming on through here, but INCO gonna take that first match with 12 eliminations, and Dauntless with 22. Nearly double what INCO got, but very similar playstyles got them the win in the end. Rondo is next, Green. How many hot drops are we gonna see in this next map?
At least 4.
Yeah, and they're all on Neox Factory.
No, actually, there's crazy little compounds that my NA boys seem to really enjoy, and they're smaller compounds.
Okay.
So you're gonna be surprised. You're gonna be like, why are they over there? And it's just all crates, and they keep coming back, and more crates, and the crates stack in the street.
Love it. Love it.
So that's what you get. I told you you'd see your Winchesters, and right off the bat now, I'm telling you now, you are gonna see stacks of crates and just the craziest shuffle of this leaderboard. So be ready for that. Rondo always blows my mind the way that they constantly hot drop the insane fights that these guys take. I've noticed that they're really starting to get some footing into Rondo. They're starting to figure out their angles. They're starting to figure out where they want to take that off angle from, and then they've always got the anchor at some remote location. And it's crazy how fast that they can get from that remote recall back into the fights again.
We love to see it, but we're going to be getting into that pretty soon here, Green. I think we've been called to go for just a quick little break, so we'll see you all in a few minutes, and we'll be back with Rondo.
And here we go. Are you ready for this? This is gonna blow your mind, Neptura. The number of hot drops, the number of fights that I'm excited for you to watch these boys. These boys are so hot. Dauntless coming in first with 34 total points. That winner chicken dinner with the 22 elims just shot them to the top. Look at that. AMG at 27, INCO at 25, and INCO had our first chicken of tonight. So, let's see what's going on. I do not think this leaderboard's going to be the same after this match, though. I'm just saying we're going to have so many double-digit elims. You'll see.
It's crazy. Apparently, I was muted when we came back, so nobody heard anything I said.
Oh no!
I swear, it's gotta be at least once an event. I gotta have my mic muted. It's crazy. Okay, everybody can hear me now. Hi. Hello.
Well, welcome back. We are live with the PUBG Mobile America's Challengers. All right, we are headed into match 3 of the $500 night. $500, 6 slots, so much on the line. What are you feeling, Neptura?
Oh, I'm feeling like I want to see what Neox Factory is gonna bring to the table. I love this as a hot drop. It's super fun. We're a little bit too far away from Stadium to really make that a viable hot drop, although it's a great location for any of these teams. So the hot drop I really feel is gonna be on Neox. You did say there's gonna be some random little compounds or places where actually we might see that as well. So I'm gonna be interested to see how that's going to go. So far, I do see one team, not quite sure who that is over there. BS, yeah. So that's going to be them with a big split, a 1-3 split, because they think that Mayran's going to be busy, and it's just not. They're the only team there.
Normally, Mayran is one of them, but look up at Muhao. Muhao Pan up towards the north side, and right next door to Hame. They both have several teams in it, and we've already lost one from URZA. But look down at that southern end.
Oh, wow.
We got Long Garden. Oh, we've got teams just like headed in every direction. So let's see. Where do you think the biggest hot drop is at the moment? I see. Oh, there's your Neox Factory. And we've got URZA over here with the Sinners. And I think Unique Legacy is what I see across the way. So TLC with Oblivion as well over here in Mahal. Yeah, there we go. Mahal Pan.
Alrighty.
I don't have any sounds, so hopefully the sounds are coming through. I don't hear.
I hear them a little bit. There we go.
Okay, there we go. All right. So looks like we're all
Got
good.
the
URZA down
full thing going now.
Duo and Unique Legacy down to a trio, but I'm sure the next time we look at that, we will have 4 people playing again. All right, let's see.
Okay. This green, this I'm interested in because this compound is a really interesting compound because this is exactly Attila is behind the nastiest little nook and cranny that he could possibly be in, and they won't know that he's there. This compound is full of angles just like that, where it's like you don't know where a team is coming from or a player is. At the moment, Shushu is doing some great stuff there. He's got 2 knocks, and Attila has made himself known. And oh my goodness, it's a 1v3 so far.
Shoot,
Demon is at the recall. He is fine. He doesn't mind. But Shushu gets 3 eliminations.
She's so hot. All right, so we do have Tulane, and like I said, you watch to see how fast they make it back to their drop. Wherever the hot drop they feel like they're going, they are gonna go right on back. So let's see. We got all sorts of people talking in the chat that Dauntless Emily is Oblivion Taco. Interesting. Interesting.
I want it's 3 a.m. and I want tacos.
All right, we got Savage.
Nice potato
right to the face of that Og. All right, so Pookie taking him out to this. And I feel like we've got Sinners just pushing. Oh, Zero Mercy coming right up these stairs. And Sinners and Zero Mercy. I'm not sure who's coming out ahead, but Salmon is down. And there goes another one out. So we've got the Sinners up to 4 eliminations. Spooky is out, but we will be going back to a recall somewhere. I am. Unless I can see the map, I can't even tell you what to expect next. That need. That need Marioso. So Marioso deciding to close that door.
Yeah, that should have been a really, really good nade, but they were just outside the door, so unfortunately it was not the double nade that he was hoping for. But it's fine. It's early in the game, right? You're just trying to do your best, and down he goes, S12K. Watch out around the corner. Yeah, down you go.
Potato coming in. The chaos of Rondo never ceases to amaze me.
Mm-hmm. So good. And we still have 70 players alive.
Look at that.
Yeah, like
not a single team out. That's that's how my boys play it. All right. You go camp that recall. Sometimes you'll see that we've got some teams just wandering around the outside, going from recall to recall to find these solos. So I have seen that happening lately. They're paying attention, I think, to where the solos are more likely to go. But for the most part, you can see that all of these teams are all for. Well, we are missing a couple players now, but they were all back in it just a minute ago. And we do have quite a few LMs already up on this board with all players back in it. Well, we're missing 3 players now.
Oh, no, we're back up to 70. Hang on.
All right, so it's just, what do we have here? The Lost Cause versus...
What a nade. Oh, but the backup.
That off there, that cross angle, yes. And so now
nice
Rich
stuff.
Esports, yes.
Really good.
Some really good cover angles. I think the boys are starting to figure out the best places to cover each other. Like I said, they're starting to figure out where they want to place themselves as far as the off angles, where they want to pick their spots to cover for these pushes. And they're starting to really, when we first moved over to Rondo, they didn't even know which windows they could jump through. So we've come a long way on these Rondo fights.
Oh, but the third parties are still a thing. It's still PUBG Mobile. You can't be doing that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he got a little too big for his britches there, it looks like. Broken Spirit's gonna be big chilling here, trying to just find a little bit of territory to call their own. Almost there, though. Sees something in the distance. Yeah, AMG gonna try and find something to happen here. Nope, not gonna be doing anything. They are told to move on quickly. Golden Eagles moving on out of Yulin there. Might just find some opening knocks, because this fight is still going on. This is the thing with Yulin, right? It's such a tricky compound because it's complicated. The angles are complicated. There's always somewhere to hide. There's always somewhere to backstab. So for anybody there, it is a little bit of a stalemate thing because you are too scared to move because they could be anywhere at any time. So Yulin, I think, is going to be occupied for a good long while. I'm also noticing Green Dauntless still out in the blue zone. They're taking their time with this one. 32-point game. Yes, in the last game, they want to be chill. They don't want to be too much right now. They've tried to do their hot drop, or maybe not, but they're waiting. They're waiting. They're chilling, and they'll come back in that late game.
Yeah, I see them way out in the blue at this moment, which is interesting for Dauntless, especially coming out of that high elim game. And now they're missing all these elims on these hot drops. I'm not sure what they're thinking at the moment. Maybe they're just taking that breath. Sometimes you just want to reset, make sure your brain's in it. And there goes Shadi getting the teddy. All right. Oh,
very nice.
What?
What? Crazy stuff.
DBS or S12 to the face. Sandwich delivered.
Yes,
Alright,
indeed. Oh, INCO. I feel like we haven't talked about INCO in ages because they went out early in the Miramar, but they are here. And they're over in the northeast side of zone, so it'd be interesting to see where they end up going here. The zone has gone over more central, but more to the eastern side as well. So the area of the map that I know super well, like the west side, is not going to be in play here tonight. We're going
I
to be
did
moving
notice
over
that
to unknown territory.
the sinners, all 4 of them, are in the compound, so they're starting to group back up already, and we are only in zone 2, which is unusual. I'm not sure if they just came back, if that was a recall. Oh, Casper, Blaze. Blaze, you gotta watch Blaze. He is such a good fragger. He is definitely somebody you want to keep an eye on, and I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get Casper back, but they'll definitely be able to recall him. As you can see, we still have almost all the players still up, and I think that Golden Eagles will be getting their players picked back up. I'm not sure who went out, but Sinners are up to 5 eliminations, and the Sinners are the ones that I was just talking about, all 4 of them being in that compound.
Yeah, some really good stuff coming in from them. Nice to see it. It's interesting as well to see the different strategies when it comes to the recalls as well, because you've got several of the teams that hot dropped and then got the recalls in early. But then some of the teams, like we're seeing, are actually clashing in the mid game and waiting to recall until that mid game. So we're still up to nearly an entire lobby just because of that strategy where you are having teams recall at different times. It seems to be something where we're saying you're seeing teams actually recall a little bit later, which is really interesting. It's not something I'd really thought about. So something interesting to note here is Dauntless get into their first fight here. Definitely a team that did not hot drop. Down goes another player, Pookie, the next to fall, and it looks like we might just have this, but INCO! Green! INCO's coming in from the north side. They're sweeping over the hillside, and they hear this for sure. This is their next stop.
Oh, Dauntless going out! Dauntless down and out. All 4 of them pushing right up and into this team. And they got third party by INCO. And now Sinners. Oh,
Great
Scarface. Oh, Scarface. I thought he had you in that nade. Scarface may be able to get this res off. INCO, though. INCO's up to 4 eliminations, and INCO wanting some more elims. They think they're on the inside of the barn, but it looks like they're on the outside. Oh, they're in the shack on the outside.
Who's got a nade?
Oh, and they came
really
right
nice.
right out into INCO Brunosen. Scarface did take Vitaly down, though.
Hey, it was a really nice push, actually. They were in a tough situation. They did the best they could with it. They took one with them. And, you know, that's the best you can hope for in that situation. Is Slay is going to slay. Double Elin there. Great not coming in. Can he make it 3 with the S12K in hand? No, he can't.
Oh, he does get him down to about 20 HP, though. Look at that. Cooley down to about 20 HP. He's the last one still standing. He's... Oh!
Who was that?
Wow.
Took him out. I missed it. Who took him out?
The
play zone?
Sure says the play zone, but that was after he got taken down to 1 HP. And he had 3 of his players knocked. He had just enough to get his health back up from that first aid, and somebody found him.
Wow.
Woo.
Woohoo!
All right,
what
here
a play,
comes the
Rondo, man.
Lost Cause and Broken Spirits are going to be running into each other on this push over by the track, and they're going to end up right on top of Rich Esports. Rich Esports right there at that north side. They're going to be gatekeeping the 2 teams coming in.
They are indeed now, and there's a lot of teams actually on the north side, all piling in on top of each other. The Panthers still a full squad. I mean, we say that like it's an unknown thing in this stage of the game. Everybody's a full squad basically because of those recalls. So Panthers just one of the many full squads out there at this point in time as phase 3 is going to be moving on
Oh,
in just 10
Kunjan!
seconds. We'll know zone 4, but Rich Esports will not. They go out in zone 3.
He gets found by straight out of Nepal. Oliver's down, but we should be able to get Oliver picked back up. And you can see that excellence taking over this mountain ridge, this mountain. This mountain has a way of seeing forever.
Yeah, it really does. And it's so important in where it is in zone, right? Because you're getting as much information as possible before you have to move yourself. So very, very good there. The zone is starting to tick away that health, though. You got to be careful. Phase 4 is not one to mess around with. You got to be out of that blue ASAP. So hopefully those teams still lingering can get out of there quickly. But hopefully not into the arms of these teams because they got enough to handle right now. Broken Spirits just trying to chill out. This is what I love about Rondo. These little ridges, green, those little rice fields, they make so much good cover.
Yeah, and with all the nades taking down the topography, I can't remember what it's called all of a sudden, but we'll start seeing the cover, the emergency cover sticks coming down. But I think we're gonna wait for another 2 zones maybe before you really start seeing the emergency covers just raining down from the sky. But the divots that these guys make, I see a lot of these teams are still holding on to the edge at the top of these hills. And I'm starting to see players straight out of Nepal down to just a duo now. That was really fast. So straight out of Nepal is up to 8 eliminations though. And there goes the Panthers out in 13. Oh, a rough spot. Rough spot to run on.
No, but look at that green. This is a big thing also about Rondo, right? Is the terraforming. So that explosion of the vehicle actually took away some of that ground, some of that dirt, and actually created a little bit of a dip. So now that vehicle has exploded, that's actually given them a little bit more cover to work with.
Terraforming, that was the word I was looking for. All right. Oh, Teddy. Is the nightmare coming? Oh, it's a 1v4 on Teddy. Woo! Oh, what a push by Zero Mercy. Yeah, Zero Mercy has no mercy. If they know that you're there, especially if they know that you are a solo, all 4 of them are going to be knocking on your front door.
100%, and 9 elims, you can see why. They got that momentum at the back of them as well, so they feel like right now they can roll through any old team, and honestly they probably could. 9 eliminations, full squad still up. They're looking very good in this next phase here. 40 seconds to go until we see phase 5, and where is it going to go? Because now these teams, there's a lot of them that are probably pretty well situated, right? They're kind of centered in their position. They're grounded. They want to stay there, but the zone is going to decide who actually gets to stay and who gets to leave.
Did you notice in the mini map that straight out of Nepal is surrounded by 3 other teams? That
rough.
Northeast side is insanely just crushed in on the teams. So we've got Unique Legacy over there. I see the Lost Cause over there with straight out of Nepal. And now Blasphemy coming right up. Unique Legacy. And Unique Legacy was one of the teams that was holding down straight out of Nepal. So you can see that they are all right there in the mini map up in the upper right hand corner.
Lovely.
Wagoon just fears getting taken right on out of that car. And we still got the shoo. So Blaze BT up to 5 eliminations. And they just waited it out. TLC moving down and out. They got the Golden Eagles coming in, and Zero Mercy is still pushing up the hill at this duo. So now we got XP3 and Blaze, 2 fraggers, 4 straight out of Nepal, and I think they're going to be able to slide right on out of there. Broken Spirits also right up there, but Broken Spirits is going to have Zero Mercy right in their lap. Right there. There they go. Taken out at 9th place.
Love this from Who was that we saw just running on through there? I didn't quite catch the name, but they got out of Dodge as quickly as possible. So they are safe now. They're leaving behind Zero Mercy and Lost Cause to really fend for themselves. Golden Eagles as well to really fend for themselves over onto this side of the zone. But we'll see. I was going to say, who's that? That's INCO over there again in the north side, looking to take as much control as possible. They are down a player right now, so might not be as controlling as they'd like to be, but they sure are going to give it the old college try. And AMG with a similar position, but down to the southeast side instead. You're looking at maybe these two teams holding off, just letting other teams in the middle fight it out and see where they can come on the other side.
McGrellan is scouting right up and into the Golden Eagles. Look at that. Yeah. McGrellan going right up and in there. I'm really uncomfortable with the split that INCO has because they are taking over the north and the west side of the zone, but they can't cover each other. And I do see McGrellan over here. He is scouting, just trying to figure lost in. That is never a good feeling when you're rolling down the hill. Oh, the run over by 7. Tires splatter. We're down to the top 7 teams. But what I was looking at just a second ago is the Sinners. They have 9 points. They went out with 9 points. The Golden Eagles went out with 8 points. It is just insanity how many points these teams can make in one Rondo match. And now look at the INCO again. They have that north to the west. They have that whole side to themselves. But at least McGrellan is not solo scouting. He is he is checking in on the TLC, the Lost Cause. They're keeping each other's back a little clear. I'm not sure what Vitelli is doing, if he's just anchored down in this edge. Look at that Vitality right there on that edge of zone, while the rest of these teams are over on the east side. We have TLC, Zero Mercy, Freedom Esports, and AMG. They are all going to be coming into this east side, while INCO has, they're on the move. They are on the move, headed down to that south side now.
I mean, straight out of Nepal, got to be sweating bullets at this point because they have one of the only compounds in zone. They're center to zone, and there's a lot of teams who would love to have their position. So hopefully they can hold on to that. They are just a duo, but 9 eliminations. I mean, even if they go out now, right, it's still a really decent game. They've had a strong performance so far tonight. It's still consistent for them. A top 7 with 9 elims is not anything bad at all. So we'll see how far they can get here, because INCO's going to be looking at them. Almost is going to be looking at them a little bit as well. AMG, of course, down to that southeastern side, going to be have a little gander as well. I mean, Wiz for almost there is just a solo, but solos can be so sneaky, especially on a map where you're not super sure where everybody could be, let alone where they will be, right? These rocks and these formations are unbeknownst. They could even be in a dip of their own choosing, right? Of their own making because of the terraforming. So it's really a bit of a random map in some ways, just because it's unpredictable. So solos still have a lot of power here. Zero Mercy outside the zone, though, Green, and they're going to have to push in, but where do they push in?
There goes almost there to INCO. INCO is doing the zone edge sweep. They're playing like a lot of these NA players where they just go around these outside edges and take out any of the teams that they can find. And I feel like INCO is doing an amazing job on the scouting. I did have some anxiety, I'm not going to lie. Trick. I see Trick in the chat. Big fan, Trick. But we do have AMG coming up from that south, and INCO now has AMG in their sights.
12 eliminations for INCO, though, Green. Like, again, we had a big win from them on the Erangel. The Miramar wasn't so great, but they're back in style here. They are so back coming into Rondo. They're looking for that setup going into Erangel as well. They lost their lead position in the overalls, and they want it back. The question is, are they going to be able to take it back? I mean, they have done very, very well so far. They're playing the exact same way as Erangel, right? With a little bit more scouting involved, a little bit more movement happening. But these other teams, you see Vitaly does go down there. It's like these other teams are also a lot more mobile. They're just moving around, and with them being solos and with them being kind of hiding behind some trees and stuff, like you're not going to really be able to see them as much.
Yep, we've got both AMGs. We've got AMG Esports and the Amigos are both in this. We have 4 teams left. And it looks like AMG, I'm not sure which AMG they are calling to win this. I see INCO just went up to 31%. What do you think of these odds, Neptur? Do you agree with them? When they are all down at the south to eastern edge, they are all right on top of each other. And it looks like straight out of Nepal, they're starting to sink down to 19%. Freedom trying to push right up and in. Freedom up to 24% at this point.
I mean, I think that INCO have a great chance of winning this. I kind of agree with the percentages there, just because these other teams are so clustered together. INCO just have to kind of sit back and relax a little bit. How was he spotted? That was so quick.
I think
Freedom as well.
Yeah, I think McGrellin across the zone. Yeah, I think
the thing is that Freedom actually are more outside of the fight than INCO. So INCO might get pulled into the big clash happening to the south side, and it might just be Freedom's win here. I mean, it would be a great win for them. They need the points. We haven't seen as much from them as some of the other teams, right? 8 eliminations though for them so far. 4 teams left. I mean, it could be very, very good for them. The zone though is moving on in. It's pushing them forward. And the party bus
right
it isn't fast enough. Pastney is so low. Down he goes. Yeah, there's nothing you can do there. Just down to a duo.
Demon though, just a duo, but Demon has 6 eliminations. Now we are down
that is true.
We still have 4 teams in this. We still have Straight Out Nepal, and Straight Out Nepal is staying down and out of this while INCO fights with AMG Esports and Freedom. Oh, Freedom gets found. They got finished off by INCO. And INCO is up to 14 eliminations. 14.
Freed. I think that INCO were really mad that they went out early on the Miramar. I think they're really mad about that. Because 14 eliminations, they're definitely looking for some revenge here on the rest of the lobby.
Here we go. The use of the emergency hardcover. What do you think? The Doritos from the sky. Oh, they are outside, so they're gonna have to move those Doritos in. Oh, Straight Out Nepal has the Doritos. They have the Doritos set up just right, so the emergency cover is in a great position. Straight Out Nepal is center zone. Center zone with the emergency cover. They've got plenty of hardcover. AMG Esports need right on that southern side with all 4 or how many? 3 of them from INCO are still pushing up and in.
They are, but slowly but surely. It's the slowness that's going to be really interesting to see how quickly Hang On 7 goes out to a nade here. Okay, I'm calling it right now. It's a Straight Out Nepal win here immediately.
You're calling it, huh? And they're only giving Straight Out Nepal 33%. 7 does get picked back up though. And Vitaly has turned all of his rage over onto AMG Esports. Look at the amount of nades Vitaly is throwing up and over.
So many. Oh, that could be close.
Let me scooch over just a hair.
Hey, it saved his life. GG.
A hair over there.
Exactly.
But you see all the divots that these nades are putting in. So INCO is actually helping AMG just a little bit more because XP3 is watching for all the little helmet pops.
Mhm.
And now that all those nades have gone off onto AMG is down far now. Ooh, they've had to come on out of the divots now. So let's see. Oh, Vitali has some more nades. How many nades? This was last nade. Oh! What a
Whoa!
nade. What a nade. He is able to see that helmet as they're trying to creep up and in. And here he comes, finishing up. And Vitali also has his own divot, up to 7 eliminations. INCO up to 15 total.
Wow.
And now AMG still being watched so carefully by, now here we go. The zone is closing in. Blaze BT. Blaze
Nice.
BT from the top of that. And AMG just did not stand a chance being pinched between INCO and straight out in the ball. Blaze BT with that car spray. And he gets McGrellan down to 1 HP, and he's still trying to find McGrellan, and he goes down. Vitali coming up and around, and
wow, GG.
What just happened there? Tell me what you just saw in those last 2 seconds.
I mean, I saw chaos in the smoke and INCO just about clinching that one. I really thought Straight Outta Nepal had that. They had such control. They were able to really use their angles wisely as well. But man, INCO just able to use the momentum from all of those eliminations that they had been able to get earlier in the match just to push on forward and overtake. I mean, it was a 4v2. They came down to a 1v1 there, but it was INCO in the end who wins out the day. And what a win that was. I mean, that is like Dauntless scale. So very, very good from INCO. They are back on top, I'm sure.
What insanity that was. I feel like maybe Straight Outta Nepal, with all their hard cover, they had the emergency cover coming down. They had it all set up just perfectly. And INCO just sidestepped to the right or to the left and came walking right on into the house.
Yeah.
INCO, look at these eliminations and damage. Vitali. Woo! 7 eliminations, 1,344 damage.
So good. So nice to see. Like, sheesh. You do not get here without being very talented indeed. What a result coming in. And that's their second win, Green. Their second win out of the 3 matches we've had so far. INCO have won 2 of them. So will they be able to win the next one? We'll see. But so far, the match standings are 17 eliminations for INCO, 27-point game. That is huge. I mean, we're seeing big numbers. I want to shout out Straight Outta Nepal, though. 20 points on the board for them as well. Big numbers coming in from them as well. And they've been so consistent so far tonight. So I'm sure that puts them really far up that leaderboard.
Yeah, I expected quite a few more double digits from tonight, but for the Rondo match, but I'm still seeing several teams with a lot of eliminations coming in. So to see these overall match going into tonight's 4th match, it should be interesting to see who's coming out on top. Yeah. Dauntless, so disappointing going out first.
Yeah.
After that insane second match, right?
But the thing is, it happened to INCO in Miramar. They went out one of the first teams to go out in Miramar. So Dauntless just having the INCO treatment. It's that win curse. You have a massive game, you go out first in the next game. It's just how it is. Is that going to be INCO's fate again on the Erangel? We'll see. But yeah, Dauntless with the 1 point. Not really going to do too much in this game. We didn't really see too much from the other teams as well, though. Some of the teams that had been struggling on the Erangel and the Miramar, which is interesting because normally a Rondo is the map where you see those teams really come out and dominate a little bit more and get back on those points. So interesting we didn't see that this time around.
So are you thinking Dauntless may be able to come back hot, heavy, and angry, taking some more of that Erangel? 22 elims. Look at that. 22 elims on Erangel. Not even INCO. or not even Rondo. I was thinking Rondo with INCO 17 elims, which is very impressive. But Dauntless and Erangel 22. Can they do it again?
Can they indeed? I mean, I think they could. I think they could. It would be very interesting to see, but almost time, Green. Almost time for our wrangle coming on up.
Let's go. See you in a minute. And welcome back, everyone, to the PUBG Mobile America's Challengers. We're headed into match number 4. We have 5 matches tonight, $500 on the line, and 6 slots. Neptura, talk to me.
So much going on. So many points. So many big points as well. I don't think I was expecting to see the domination that we've been seeing from some of these teams, and I'm not even talking about the 2 wins, right? I'm not even talking about that. I am talking about how many eliminations they're able to get with those wins, how many eliminations the top 3 are able to get, how much control there is in the zone as well. Like, these teams are on point, they are on fire, and I want to get into the next Erangel like ASAP, like right now.
Give me more, give me more, give me more.
Heck yeah.
Now, as you asked me the first match, do you think you're going to see some hot drops? Talk to me about these rankings. Look at the rankings. I told you they'd be shuffled coming in. What do you think?
I mean, the only reason why Straight Outta Nepal is not on top is because they haven't won a game. That is the only reason. They are tied with INCO Gaming in terms of eliminations. That is huge for Straight Outta Nepal. Really great consistency coming in here. AMG and Dauntless, of course, do move on down, but they're not far behind, although 52 to 35 is actually quite far. But the rest of them, there is a little bit of that gap coming into play, 35 to 22 as well. So, I mean, as we look over to the top 6, right, I think we have to turn the conversation to the top 6 because now we're starting to get into only one more game after this. We have 2 games left total, and Sinners and Excellence just 2 points away. Zero Mercy also tied there with 17. So we got 17, 17, and 19. That's very, very close. The top 3, the top 4, they're looking like they're going to be flying through to Continental. There shouldn't be a problem unless we have massive next 2 games are massive for some teams lower down. But yeah, we really need to look at that number 6 spot as we head on into Erangel. Green, we're already jumping on in as we go over across the map.
Look at this. Melt the power over to the hospital area. So we've got a very central flight path, Neptura. So we'll probably have some hot drops, maybe Pachinki, maybe some school. These teams love that Georgia Pole area, but look at the cluster already off towards that Yasnaya area, the school area. Not sure where these teams are going. Some of them may be going down to that car spot. You are so thirsty. All right, so let's see. What are we looking at? I see just a huge cluster headed over towards that Yasnaya, the western edge of Yasnaya as well.
Okay, so a little bit less chaotic, it seems like, in the first phase. We got a couple of hot drops, sure, but not as crazy as we saw the first time. Except Pachinki, of course, is there. There is going to be a hot drop, and no recalls this time around. Shoddy going to that lobby, getting rid of right now, I think. If they can flush this, they might not be able to find it. Yes, they find it. Or not. Void is blind. Void can't see now. He's looking. He's really looking, but no, not going to be there. But there is a lot going on around him as well, so they're going to have to try and weasel their way out of this one. INCO with an early first point there. Who is this against, though? I can't quite see. UL is the name of
Unique
the team
Legacy. Yes. Oh, Mario was so found out in the haystacks as well. So we did get some of those teams over here in the Yasnaya area. We've got Unique Legacy versus INCO, and INCO is still trying to get all those points. And if we did have those fights over in Pachinki, and I wanted to point out that Broken Spirits came in as a trio, so they started off with a handicap.
They did indeed. INCO gonna be very happy with that now. They're looking quite happy with themselves. 2 early eliminations. I mean, that's a great start, right? After a big win, Goat!
Oh, Goat tried so hard to stay behind that, but INCO knew that they were out there, and you could see the scout going out and around into that field. And so now Unique Legacy down to just a solo over here in Yasnaya. and they do have to push into INCO to get to zone. The only way
Yeah.
Unique Legacy is going to be able to get out of that is if he can move now and go north, because that whole southern side is all INCO. And now we're back to Broken Spirits against URZA. It is a 3v3 now. They did get that elimination onto Shoddy.
They did indeed, but can they find anything else? Probably,
Yeah.
probably not. Who knows?
I see a lot of throwables going in. Oh, I think Zeus just heard the Broken Spirits right there. Gone is still just staying quiet. They both have the S12s. They're both ready for that CQC, but Gone is not moving. He's not moving far. Void did get that elimination over onto Shorty.
Sure did. So that's going to be 1 point over onto their side. As we look at now. Oh, Lofsy getting toppled there very, very quickly. And URZA now on the back fence here, on the back foot. Teddy pops his head out for a moment, but not quite enough for Zeus to take advantage of it. Pachinki is such a messy place to hot drop green, right? Because you got all these teams all up in each other's business. You're all kind of solos at this point. Like, look at the sort of split that they got going on here. They're all kind of soloing it. And it makes it really, really difficult for anybody to get ahead here. Oh, and he peeked it, even though he knew that was a spray. That was bold.
Teddy let him know he was right there watching him. But yeah, I do see how that they're not really playing as teams over here. They're more. I see exactly what you mean by the solos, all pushing right up and in, and almost there. Almost there, coming in from the north for the third party. Oh, URZA going out. 18th. Almost there, starting to come up and in. Wait a minute, where are we coming? All right, we're coming way up from that north side. Here they come up into Broken Spirits, and did Broken Spirits, let me check. Yeah, they did lose the players, so they're just a duo over here in Pachinki now. And INCO still did not find that Unique Legacy solo. That Unique Legacy solo, he may be able. Oh, they're searching for him. They're checking each and every door. So
just in case.
They're waiting to find that camper. And look at almost there getting into their positions. They're finding their positions to come in and try to figure out where they are in Pachinki. They're not blind pushing. And look at this, straight out on NEPAL in the hovercraft. Here they come right up and in to that north side of Pachinki. So we have to figure out where they're gonna. Are they going to push into Pachinki, or are they just headed to their position into this western zone?
I love this from almost there, though. Like, Wolf saw that straight out of NEPAL was there, had just entered their vicinity, and immediately regrouped. Like, just instant get into the vehicle, get out of there, and move to his team, and actually try and find a stronger position. That was really, really nice timing. And, you know, even if straight out of NEPAL don't do anything, you know, don't make that push. Anything a little bit later than that, a little bit more delayed than that, is a little bit dangerous in my book. So I'm really glad that he used that to instantly move out.
I see the Panthers are over here in the South George area once again. As I said, Panthers are known to drop over at the school apartments, but these last two games, they are going over to the South George area, and this time the zone is going to the west. You remember how we talked the first Erangel, where it went all the way over to the east, and we were talking about how the Panthers might be regretting not dropping the school apartments. This time it worked out for them. So what do you think of that?
Yeah, nice. I mean, you got to stick with your drop, right? If you've decided that's where you want to go, then that's where you want to go. But wait, hang on. something going on. A nice little trade going on over here
I
between the Panthers
see. Winter does
and
get taken
Freedom.
down. Freedom. Oh, Superman. They're trying to get.
You
Trying to
should get this though.
They are far enough apart. They do have the road. Look at this, because the Panthers took that far west. They are all the way over on the west. And we are getting covered by Superman. Superman trying to make sure that TP doesn't get up onto Winter, but I think they're going to be able to get the full reset pick back up. There's the usage of the cover smoke. Very nice. I don't think Superman's going to be able to get that nade all the way across. So it is it's possible, I suppose. The Inspector taking down the Pookies. So now we got a fight over here with Zero Mercy and the Sinners. So let's see what this is going to do over here at the Rozhok River. Oh, yeah, Scarface. Beautiful. Scarface got pushed up by all of them from Zero Mercy. Zero Mercy coming in as a full 4-man team. They are pushing as a full 4-man team, clearing as a full 4-man team, and they pushed the Sinners out of that Rozhok area.
Oh, Winter was not able to get rezzed up. That's really interesting because it looked like they were going to have him, but I don't know if he got knocked again while we were not looking at them. But that is unfortunate. But TP, they've decided, nah, Panthers, we don't want any of that going down. We want to move on out. So they are going to do that.
Looks like Dauntless is pushing up
maybe not their drop spot because now look, unknown. Oh no, they got double knocked. Double knocked. It's just one solo left. It's TP and there's no recall screen. There's no recall whatsoever. He's now a solo for the rest of the game.
Trying to get on out of there. Now look at the Dauntless area. We got Dauntless, Rich Esports, Excellence, and AMG all right there on top of each other up by that cube area coming into the ruins, Mount Everest. So we're getting clustered over there straight out of Nepal. In the fight with who just went out? Sinners. Sinners drove right into straight out in Nepal.
Oh, that's never good.
Looks like the Golden Eagles may be trying to find straight out in Nepal, but they also have another team right over there. Zero Mercy coming out of Rozhok. They're all over on that school area now. Potato, or to the west of Potato Hill. We got INCO starting to come on in. INCO gave up on Unique Legacy. The solo is coming out of Yasnaya for Unique Legacy.
Okay.
Oh, so there we go. What chaos is going to happen now? So Rich Esports over here on top of Mount Everest. Let's see what's going on with AMG Esports. One of them does get taken down. And Dauntless coming up on top of Mount Everest as well. Coming up behind Rich Esports and AMG. So Emily just spraying them down from the top. Aya,
GG.
Aya gets knocked, but there goes Rich Esports, and I believe all 4 of Rich Esports goes out to Dauntless. Looks like
GG. And Dauntless will get back up very easily. AMG's still here though. But it looks like that solo has abandoned his teammates.
I think he is just getting right out of Dodge. I can't blame him. I cannot blame him. He's like, all right, I'm going over right into the center of excellence. Look at that. He's going
That is a great play.
Going over into the ruins where excellence has already called it home. They already have all their angles. Ooh. It's going to be difficult for him. So Unique Legacy still coming in very slowly. We do have the Lost Cause going through Rozhok, but Rozhok has already been emptied out. So they're just coming up along that Recall Center now. It's interesting where, AMG, there they go. Out to Dauntless. So Dauntless is now up to 4 eliminations. They must have gotten, they got that last knock. They got to steal one of the knocks from Rich Esports on the AMG. So now Rich Esports went out with 2 points onto AMG, and Dauntless stealing that last one, finding that last knock. And I'm sure not Dauntless was like, ooh, candy.
Sure. Okay, so Excellence have a really nice spot here. It's probably not going to be in circle for very much longer, but this is a really nice spot for because a lot of teams are going to try and crash in here. It is a little bit more mid-zone. TP does go out there, so that's going to be the Panthers out in 15th. 0 elims for them. Oblivion just crashing on in, but Excellence have the spot down. They have it locked and loaded, so this could be a bit of a mistake here from OE.
Yeah,
just because they didn't know that there was a team already here.
I feel like Excellence has great angles over onto this compound that
Dauntless.
Oblivion
Green
came
Dauntless.
up and into. Oh, Dauntless. That's what you were saying. You're like, oh, Green Dauntless.
Green Dauntless.
In there they are. So now, Excellence, even though Excellence was really dominating this fight with Oblivion. Oh, the spray. Whoa. The spray by Blasphemy.
Oh, they're just going for Castle.
They are. Excellence is already up here. Oh!
Gee, well played. Good stuff coming in from Dauntless.
Dauntless. Ooh, we've got one player knocked and one player at 1 HP. Wagon. Wagon is Wagon. What else? Who is with you, Wagon? I missed who's getting in and out of there, but it does look like Dauntless is going to be able to get their teammates picked back up and look at the angles from Dauntless trying to cover that res that's going on. Oh, they picked him up and put him in the car.
Yep, they
did. Nice play. So now we still
Dauntless, man.
Oblivion, even though Oblivion on that aggressive push was trying to get those plays over onto Excellence. I feel like Excellence really had Ruins locked down.
I did too. I'm surprised that Dauntless were able to come in as much as they did. I mean, they took advantage. Oh, hang on. INCO falling apart here, just down to a duo potentially. Maybe just down to a solo.
Golden Eagles. Right up and I thought he was going to get the run over. Oh, so now we're down to McGrellin. McGrellin, the last one, still standing, lost it. What a push by Golden Eagles into INCO. INCO going out in 12th with 3 eliminations, and we still have the AMIGOS. The AMIGOS have come up now. Wagon's still here trying to hold on in the ruins. Now Zero Mercy knows that the lost cause is not that far away, and here comes the Golden Eagles right up and in onto Zero Mercy as well. Zero Mercy, they can see that rotation from the Golden Eagles coming up and in, but we've got straight out of Nepal, right along that eastern edge, straight out of Nepal. What do you think of that split by straight out of Nepal across that golf course?
I mean, it's confident for sure, and I think it's actually really good in this side of zone, in this stage of zone, right? A lot of teams going to be filtering on through. They probably have a good idea. There's not really anybody behind them. Maybe a couple of stragglers, but nobody super serious in terms of numbers. And they're looking for as much information as possible. They want to see what they can do before they actually choose a position to play from. This zone is actually super open. It's one of my favorite spots on the map to have an end zone because of all the little ridges and nooks and crannies you can really get your hands on. But some real great nade. That's going to be on to TLC there. But yeah, some really good stuff coming in from straight out of Nepal. I like to see that kind of really confident split coming on in as long as they can hold it down. The Lost Cause, though, not having a great time. Golden Eagles as well, just down to 2. But I think Fear has just decided, yep, we're going to sit here and we're going to wait. We're not going to do anything else. AMG, at the same time, they are on that small side of Ruins. They might just find the last player of Excellence here as Dauntless move out of Ruins completely. They're just moving on to bigger and better things. They don't want to sit down and hold the fort. They are looking for that push. They are looking for that momentum that they need to get themselves to the end of the finals. They've almost got it. 6 eliminations is a great start to the game. And they might just find it now with a 2-2 split down to the south side, just trying to figure out where they can go here. Could they go after Freedom here? It might be possible.
If the Amigos push up on the wagon, even though he's a solo, he can do a lot of damage if they do not play this right. So they need to think about who they are pushing this for sure. I do wonder. Ow! The Inspector.
Good backup.
Salmon is the last one still standing. It's up to 7 eliminations, 4-0 Mercy. But look at this. Wagon is going to survive this. So
he is, but I don't know if Zero Mercy are green because the zone is moving in right now and he's still got 3 players to get back up. He's got 1. Can he get the other 2 though? Okay, now there's another. All right, the zone is not moving as quickly as perhaps I thought. No, 1 does go down there. So not sure what that was too. Well, yeah, they are struggling to get their players back up in a timely manner, and they just have to go for it because that zone is coming in and it's gonna hurt by now.
Looks like Bear from almost there was just caught by Dauntless, and now it does look like Bear is getting chased by Dauntless. We do have that straight on Nepal. Straight on Nepal seems to like the dip just to the north of that Pachinki farm, so they might set up right on over there. And we're definitely going out to the golf course here. Oh, the Inspector gets so Salmon once again. Whoa. Oh, straight out of Nepal, right into the back. So now we're down to the top 7 up to our 6 teams remaining. And straight out of Nepal, 7 eliminations, 4 still standing. Dauntless 6 with 3 still remaining. What do you think? We do have almost there getting pushed up on by Wolf with that car spray. Does take him down and out, but we're down to 3 players. We're almost there. We may be able to get him picked back up. Emily's getting that rotation out of there, and Emily's the last one still standing, down to 5 HP for Dauntless.
Out to the zone.
Out to zone.
She denies. They deny the point. Nice.
Down to the final 4 teams. What do you think? We got 4 standing from straight out of Nepal. 4 for almost there. We got a duo now for Freedom, and Broken Spirits is a solo. So straight out of Nepal is getting pushed up on different angles by Freedom Esports. Is he going to be able to find the look at this. Broken Spirits is saying, I am not moving and no one can see me. I am grass. I am
my
flowers.
Goodness. Straight out of Nepal. What are they doing?
They are just driving over, getting some of that tire squish going on. So
Whoa.
FR99 finish off Broken Spirits. Broken Spirits did have to move up and out, so now we're down to the top 2. We have almost there versus straight out of Nepal. We got a 4v2 situation. It looks like almost there has a 62% chance, but they are downhill. Straight out of Nepal's downhill from almost there. What do you think? Can this duo pull it up? FR99 pulls right up and in. And Wolf goes down, but we still have Oliver. Over here. Wiz is now coming down across that way, and all eyes now on the Oliver. And it is
there we go. Well done. Great Molotov. Almost there. picking up a huge win. This is exactly what they needed. They were almost there, no pun intended, but now this should solidify them in that top 6 position. That's what we're trying to get to. So really good from them. I really like the fact that they picked up instantly that Strad and Nepal were 2 separate solos rather than a duo in the same position. And they were able to just separate the 2 of them very, very quickly, take them down, isolate them, and grab that win from them. Really good job from them.
Most there is here. GG's almost
GG.
there. So Natura, we have 1 match left.
Ooh.
1 match left for these regional finals. The top 6 moving on. $500 to the winner tonight.
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
I'm excited.
FR99 with 4 elims. Look at those. So not huge elims that we've been seeing, but they got it done.
They did. That's a big win coming in from them. That should be an 18-point game. The smallest we've seen so far, to be sure. But for this team, this was absolutely a must for them. As we'll see over in the leaderboards, I think that this should make sure that they're in the top 6. I believe they were one of the teams that were vying for that position. Very, very close to grabbing it if they weren't already there. Can't quite remember which teams were in which place at this point. But you know, this is a great win, and when you only have 5 matches, you know, when it's not something over a few days, this is where, when you only have 5 matches, if you can get a win, you're almost guaranteed to get into that top 6. So this is huge for Almost There, and I think they'll have to change their name to There rather than Almost There.
There they are in number 1.
They are.
My gosh, like I
GG.
said, with that Rondo being in the center of these matches and just shuffling the leaderboard, coming into these final matches, it becomes anyone's guess, anyone's game. All you have
100%.
to do is just want it and push for it, and Almost There said, there I am.
Yep, 100%. Here we go, though. So not any double wins coming in from Dauntless just yet, though they did win on the Miramar. Maybe they'll win again on this one as well. We shall see. But one final match here, Green. Who is gonna take this one? It's gonna be a really, really close fight, I think.
Yeah, I'm excited to see if these guys. I'm wondering if they're going to be coming in a little quieter and a little more cautious. Are they going to use more strategy, or are they going to come in guns blazing because they got hot dropped?
They might. They might. They might just do this, but I would hope, for the sake of the tournament, for the sake of their own strategy, they would actually take it a little bit slower this time around and go for that strategic move, Green.
I guess we'll find out very soon. We only have a few more minutes for tonight's final match.
Super excited. Right. I did hear in the old headphones that we can go to a break at any time. So I think we're going to go ahead and go do that, Green. We're getting into Miramar right after this.
And welcome back, everyone. We are headed into tonight's final match of the PUBG Mobile America's Challengers. This is the NA Finals. We have one final match, $500. The top 6 move on to the Continentals. What do you think? What do you think?
I mean, that's a big cut, right? We have 18 teams playing right now. Only 6 go through. Stakes are high as we look over the leaderboards. Green, let's have a little look here. So almost there, go into the top 5, squeaking into that top 6. Not by much compared to Golden Eagles, right? There's only a few points there, 5 points difference between them. And actually, if you look at 7th, 8th, and 9th as well, it's very, very close. 14 points between 5th and 9th right now. So definitely not all over for some of these teams. Zero Mercy, Freedom, Excellence. I'm definitely going to be looking at them. Golden Eagles as well need to hold on to that top 6 Green. And this is the only match where they get to actually have a say.
Look at these double-digit elims. So many double-digits elims.
Yeah.
Woo, these boys are fighting hard. They just need to work on these placements. These I don't know. Tell me what you're thinking right now. Do you think it's going to be hot, or do you think it's going to be strategic? What do you think?
I think it's going to be strategic. I think certainly some of these teams that are hovering around the top, the number 6 position, definitely are going to try and keep it chill in the first half of the game. They're not going to try and jeopardize anything here. I think down to the lower end of the leaderboard, 14th and down, I think we could actually see maybe some more hot dropping involved. Always in the last game, you see a little bit of that sort of spoil play coming in. So maybe Green will see some of that. But what do you think about that? Well, I mean, how do you see that leaderboard and what we're looking at for the next game?
Well, I feel like the right side is gonna be a little hotter, and I feel like the left side's gonna be a little more strategic, and I feel like the right side's gonna look for the left side.
I think that's entirely possible. Yeah.
We're pretty good about what we know about the teams they're doing. We do have a couple of teams that have changed their normal drops. What do you think of this flight path? Mauricio to Ladrilla.
Oh, crazy. Okay, alrighty. So basically the entire north side of the map is not accessible right this second, so you could see some hot drops on some car spawns, which is going to be just super messy. Otherwise, a lot of these teams going to be looking for those positions to the south side, maybe even somebody going to prison if they wanted to. I don't know. It's always really good for loot, but getting off the island is a little bit tough. We are going to see some hot drops again, though, Green. Okay, so we got Chumacera. We've also got Monte Nuevo. Picado as well, so definitely some stuff going on here. And Golden Eagles, the team that needs to hold on to their position in number 6, is hot dropping right now.
Did you see AMG picking up the Winchester?
Oh, okay. All right, I'm ready.
So here we go again with the Winchester. So let's see what's going to happen, amigos. Ooh, they do have. Oh, look at that shoe. Oh, right when Shoe took the shot. Oh, INCO coming right up and onto almost there. Almost there. It's a 1v4. Oh, but look at that. Wiz was able to get one of them. Shoo, what did you do over here? I saw you. Oh, he does get a knock. So it looks like here we go. Golden Eagles NA, they are pushing up on the Amigos. The Amigos are holding. It looks like we have 4 of the Amigos. And your shoe goes down. Lost and goes down. We are down to Casper and Fear now. And there goes Lost and out to the Amigos.
No, Golden Eagles. You knew what was at stake over here. Why? Why have you gone for this? I mean, I could understand AMG maybe trying to hot drop Golden Eagles, not the other way around. But why do you do it?
Down to Casper. The Amigos, all 4 of them back up under their feet, and you can see Casper still chasing them down. Oh, and Casper goes out to 69. Oh.
And then they shoot the box. They know what they just did.
They know. Yes, they do. And look at this. INCO is now hunting down almost there. Almost there are down to just a duo. McGrellan and Brunosen both finding one from almost there, because almost there did follow them on that flight path. You could see them on the map that they were just side by side all the way down. And you know INCO was taking notes on exactly where they were.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like Zero Mercy closing in on their URZA now. URZA.
I mean, Zero Mercy is another one of those teams on our lookout list. I think they're in 7th place right now, so they're right behind Golden Eagles. And I think we have to say that Golden Eagles are now out of Continentals for sure, at least in my opinion, because you would need at least 4 teams directly below them to also go out with 0 points for them to maintain their position. It's very, very unlikely that they're going to stay in the top 6 now that they're out so early. And now that leaves the door open for Zero Mercy to actually move on in.
Well, you can see Zero Mercy is being strategic in this play. They are all angles covered. Oh, look at that. I think we're down to just a solo player for URZA and URZA. Out to Zero Mercy.
Wow, that was a shutdown and a half. My goodness, but can't linger too long on that. Over to the Lost Cause here. Just a solo left, and down he goes.
Out to Unique Legacy. And I think, we lost we lost Super Mula, but we should be able to get Redemption picked back up. But full 4. Oh, Super Mula had 2 of the eliminations too. Ooh, that was down in Bartona.
Oh, okay. So that is going to be one of those hot drops that was forced by the plane path there. They both went, we can go to Bartona. No one goes down there. Well, unfortunately, you both do. So that's going to be TLC going on out there. But 1 point on the board.
Fairly often, we have at least one Bartona team. And we've got all those bridges that come out of Bartona, which makes it a lot easier than coming out of prison. Because long time ago, prison had the one bridge coming across, and that was chaos. But now with the Bartona bridges, we have 4 of them over there now.
Something
I believe.
Like that, yeah.
Yeah, makes it a lot easier to figure out which way they want to move on out. So
I really just want to see a whole zone go down there, though, because we don't really get to see those bridges being used. Certainly not in esports. They're just not very often used, and so we don't get to see where we're going. But Oasis finish? Anybody? Oasis?
Yes, could you imagine?
It would be nice.
Oh, looks like Freedom Esports trapped between Straight On Nepal, INCO. And almost there. Look at that. They're going up that far eastern coast. They are staying out of it. They know that INCO was chasing them down. And look at that. They made it all the way to that east coast. And they're just going to take that east coast all the way up. They can go all the way up to Toromunda and not even see another soul for hours.
So true. But we gotta remember that Almost is a team that is almost there. They are only in the top 5, but only by a little bit, by 5 points ahead of Golden Eagles. So they need to make sure they get enough points to stay on top. And Banger gets a couple of headshots to his noggin here.
Banger!
Unknown!
With the pump!
You miss?
Banger's only down to 20 HP. Now here comes that uphill.
Somebody's accurate on that team.
I think TP, just TP, I think that might be Papatriste. So maybe.
Okay.
Papatriste doesn't miss his shots. All right, so here comes the rest of Dauntless, though. Ooh, Wagon, you got Dauntless outside your window. Close that shade. No vacancy.
Oh. Hi. Wolf getting a little too close for comfort there, and these two just keep on clashing. Vitali goes on down there. INCO, they don't really mind how this game goes, right? Just because they know they're going to Continental. They're almost top right now. Nepal's #1, so this is basically a fight between the first and second place team. There's no danger of them getting taken out, but McGrowlin going on down there. Oliver, man. Been a huge player for his team. We've seen him pop off a couple of times so far tonight.
The buggy. That mini, just abuse.
So good.
Abuse. We did lose Vitali for INCO. All 4 of them still standing from straight out of Nepal, but I feel, oh, nope. Oh, McGrowlin is down. So I think this straight out of Nepal is finishing off INCO. I didn't see where the rest of INCO went, though.
I think they just hightailed it.
Yeah,
they did not want any of that.
Blaze is trying to keep an eye on them, but the rest of them are just like, yeah, let me get some loot.
This is interesting, though. Look at UL, and also another team that I can't make out who that is, but massively still in the zone. Like, they've got like 2 kilometers to go, and the zone is that small, which means that damage is going to be pretty immense right now. Interesting that they've left it so long. I feel like that's just a little bit too long, Green. What do you think?
Yeah, that's coming out of Partona now. They better hurry up and get in there. Oh, it's the Amigos or AMG Esports.
Oh, okay.
It's AMG Esports. I can see their names. That is God. Yep, God is in this one. So that's AMG Esports coming up and in.
But, I mean, the other side of it is that they will actually enter the circle when a lot of these teams are already gone back to the lobby just because of how busy it is right now. So they might actually avoid a lot of the hassle that the mid-game tends to offer.
Yeah, that zone. It's a pretty common zone, I feel. So I feel like these guys will do fine trying to figure out their rotations, deciding which compounds they want. It's not too far from a lot of these teams. I still feel really uncomfortable about the lateness coming up from that Partona, but for the rest of these teams, most of them have already decided that they want these high grounds. And now Sinners right on top of Excellence. I've noticed that Excellence takes a lot of these compounds that are down in these dips, and I don't quite understand if they. What do you think of these compounds downhill from these? What do you think?
I mean, it's good in the late zone, but I'm not sure that I would have chosen this particular area for the mid game, because I think teams that come past and see you, they feel like it's not too much of a risk to try and take you out this early. If you're trying to come into a late zone sort of thing, then yeah, because teams are not really gonna push you like Sinners are here now. So it seems like it's a little bit off in the timing for this particular building, but if they can make it work, if they can defend this, then they can look really, really good. But so far, does not look to be the case.
Oh, I see straight on Nepal. Look at this, straight on Nepal. Oh, look at that. He drove his car straight here. Here comes Wolf. Wolf is trying to get into this third party. So straight on Nepal is coming up into... Oh, the jump shot.
Jeez.
Right through that window. Excellence. Going out in 14th. Excellence. Oh, that was tough. Straight out of Nepal. Wolf coming back with his information. I think he knows that the two teams that were there. So now let's see. We do have the Amigos coming in. We got AMG coming in. Rich Esports. Look at that. We still have Unique Legacy coming up in the blue by minus Generalis. They still have several kilometers to go to get to zone.
Amigos pushing all 4 in a car, but they know it's a solo, so they're just going to go all in for it. Ace OP here, someone dreads this moment now. And I think, are they just going to go all the way up? No, they know he's upstairs now. He's going to try and do something, but God pushes slightly solo. Okay, the trade is there. The trade is there.
There it is.
There we go. Rich ASOP gonna be going on down, and that's gonna be Rich losing one more down to a solo.
No, here we go. Oh, we've lost 2 from INCO. Unique Legacy still trying to come up through this blue zone. And Rich Esports just a solo now. I would keep that door closed, close that door.
Yep. Oh,
and
okay,
now,
so
yeah,
INCO's lost a tire.
Bruno's
like completely.
That's the first time I've seen axles instead of that rim. That was kind of funny. All right, so let's see. We do have a team coming up also, though. You can see, I think that is Freedom Esports, I believe, coming up from the south into all of this. Got Broken Spirits trying to get those shots over on the Eagle. Oh, I thought God was going to be able to get out of that. Well, we've got the Amigos coming up right on behind them. Or is that AMG? That's the Amigos, right? Amigos, yes. I still have a problem with this, even though I've seen the logo 25 times tonight.
It do be like that sometimes. Goodness.
All right, so
all right, new zone. Where's it going, Green? I want to hear your prediction.
I feel like it's gonna go water treatment.
Okay. All right. I think it's gonna center up. I think we're gonna go straight center there.
I call that the donut zone. All right,
for sure. It's a tough spot to be in.
Yeah. Zero Mercy, just no mercy down onto the Amigos. There's Zero Mercy's up to 5 eliminations so far. Oh, 69. He had you right there in that scope. Look at this prone spray just right across that wide open space. You can see this, the Amigos. Oh, I think he might have changed his mind on that peak. All right, let's see what else is happening. The Panthers, the solo. Oh no, they're a duo, but the Sinners have come right up and in onto him now. So
they have no idea.
We're headed into zone 5. We have 4 seconds left to zone 4. We'll have to see what's going to happen, and I don't think he's. Oh! They're coming right at him.
I mean, if he makes a move, he's got to be so sure he can get at least 1 point before going out. It's going to be so important.
It is a 1v4 for him.
Oh,
and I'm not. Oh, they're
looking for him.
They are hunting him. Each team. Oh. It's a 2v1, and no matter which way he hops up, he's got that Tommy gun trying to use the Tommy. Oh, and he gets thrown through that window.
NT.
Oh no! So now Panthers are down to just a solo, and you can see that a lot of our teams are missing several players.
Yep, they are. But I tell you what, not who is that in the pink there?
Straight on the ball.
Inspector and crew. That's
Zero. Zero Mercy.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, Zero Mercy. I knew Zero something. I was like, hang on a sec. No, Zero Mercy actually looking really, really good here. They've got a few points already. They have a pretty good split here, both sides of the zone. They have a good entry to zone as well. I like their prospects here. We'll see, but straight out Nepal in a big old kerfuffle down to the south side, as well as AMG Amigos are just getting bombarded with nades. This poor house. How is it still standing after all of this? But Wolf in there with another nade, trying to find Sinner. Can't overpeak, though. There's still teams to the south side. Gonna try and look over into them. It's INCO on the horizon, so they gotta be super careful.
Yep, we got Freedom Esports also coming up and around. INCO coming in from the blue. So INCO has to move through the blue, through straight out of Nepal, and the Amigos coming in. And now Zero Mercy. You can see that Salman is out and about trying to scout this third party. And INCO still moving. A Sinner, he's not moving at all.
Not a muscle.
Nope, I'm not even breathing. I'm not blinking. I'm not doing it. All right, so we're headed into the new zone in 13 seconds. So let's see. And look at how the zone is already chunking down on 7. So 7 needs to get on out of there. This is the final match. $500 and 6 slots. A lot on the line on this zone. And we do get another zone, donut zone. It does look like we're moving up towards Cruz de Valle. We got Dauntless. Emily is right over there next to AMG Esports.
It's a little much. I don't know.
You know,
I feel like Emily needs to regroup.
Splits.
It's a little long.
Yeah, these
Ooh,
splits.
Great nade.
Straight on Nepal, finding 7 from INCO. That's huge on the INCO. And, ooh,
wow.
But here comes Zero Mercy Salmon. Salmon finding straight out of Nepal from across the way. And now Oliver. Move. Oh, there goes INCO. They went out with 4 points. No placement points, though.
Yeah. No placement, but they've got 2 wins tonight. They don't need placement after that. So they're good to go. They'll be going forward to the Continental stage, most likely here. GG.
How much of that $500 tonight, though?
Yeah.
You know they're chomping for some of that as well. Ooh, Salmon with that spray. Nice spray. Down onto Freedom Esports. So let's see. It looks like Freedom Esports, so Sonny is going to try to get out of there. He's like, sorry, Attila. I'll see you next match. I'll see you in the Wells right after this. All right, so it looks like Freedom still coming up on the almost there though. They're all tucked into this compound over just to the south of Cruz de Valle, and there goes the Panthers out with 3 eliminations into 8th place. I think that's 1 placement. So the rest of these teams are not going to be getting placements as well as elimination points.
They sure are. Zero Mercy do not need those placements, though. 9 eliminations on the board so far. They're still looking for more, and this position continues to do very well for them. They're looking really good here, Green. But Inspector has 5 eliminations so far, checking that backside, making sure there's nobody behind them. They want to make sure they have the best possible chance at a win here because they know that they have to get into that top 6. They are not safe right now. They need the points, and so far it looks like they're doing exactly what they need to do. Almost there as well. They are only a duo, but they need to make sure that they can just grab enough points to make sure they stay in the top 5, at least that 6th position. They're currently top 5. They need to do a little bit more to make sure they stay there, and with 10 elims for Zero Mercy, they might just bump them down a bit.
I really like seeing how they are making sure that their backs are still clear. They do not get the tunnel visions. I see a lot of teams get tunnel vision, but you can see that all of these teams in these top 7 teams, they are not standing still. They are not zooming their scopes down onto one compound. They are constantly moving, constantly checking. They know that there's teams. Look at this. Pookie knows that he's got a team across from him. Maybe not knowing that it's Zero Mercy at this point, but he knows that there are teams all around and they are not standing still for anybody to just come riding up behind them and throw a nade or, wipe them out single-handedly on this cliffside.
This is where the game...
Sinners have a nice little nook and cranny, as you like to call it.
They do indeed. The zone does center up again, so we are going straight over to the road area, and Zero Mercy and the other team over here. Who is this? I can't read. It's a little small.
Which one?
Small for me.
Which one?
But team in gray over onto the western side there. They got a really good position, but
Sinners.
Straight on Nepal. They're moving to Zero Mercy over here. Hang on a second. That is a big clash at the same time. AMG gonna be looking over to SNR as well. So the 2 big clashes. I was just gonna say it's all very quiet. Everybody's slowed right down. Not anymore. They want to get this done, get this over with, get through to the top 6. Who is going to do it, though, Green?
Straight out of Nepal is pushing right up onto Zero Mercy. They've got a cliff in between them. Oh, we're over here with almost there. They're down. Oh no! AMG Esports down to just a solo, and he has 1 HP. He's throwing the smokes, trying to block all those sight lines, but they are still coming up and around him. We're down to the top 6 teams, and Sinner, Scarface gets taken down. That is huge for the Sinners, so they got to get him picked back up if they can. And they are still, look at this, Dauntless is still coming in from the north, and Dauntless has been quiet. Dauntless has 2 eliminations as they push up from the north, coming into the zone. And now, so Dauntless going for placement. Dauntless went for the strategy, Neptura. So we knew that we'd have teams coming in hot and teams that were coming in with the strategy. And it does look to me Dauntless' strategy this match. Oh, Zero Mercy goes out. Out, that is straight out of Nepal. Straight out of Nepal. Wolf was taken down, but he's got picked back up. But we lost Blaze for straight out of Nepal. Blaze, a huge fragger.
Yeah, but the good news is that Zero Mercy went out to Sons of Nepal, so they didn't give any points over to teams right below them that they were in contention for top 6 with. So for Zero Mercy, that is best case scenario. If you're gonna go out to a team that's above you rather than below you. So that's fine. They're okay with that. Straight out of Nepal, another 10 eliminations. They're big chilling right now. And Dauntless, I mean, I love how Dauntless have played this so far. Like, just very quietly, but big splits, a lot of information. They're very just kind of sneaking around, but at the same time, being very dominant, very controlling here. So some really good stuff going on from them. XP3 does go down to AMG, so still a fight over to the south side, but that allows Dauntless and Almost There to just quietly make their move.
And look at the stats. They're thinking Dauntless has this at 33%. There are no full 4-man teams. We've got 2 trios. Well, we have 3 trios and a duo coming into this. We have 4 teams with only 11 players left. Do you agree, even though I feel like Straight Out of Nepal has a really good sight line down onto everything, even though Dauntless is in zone set up, but I feel like Dauntless is downhill from the rest of these teams. What is your thought?
It depends on where the zone goes, because if the zone shifts north, then Straight Out of Nepal are done for, really. They have a high ground that they have to come down off of that doesn't really offer that much cover, unless you're going to be XP3 and actually move over into zone, take out Almost, and have a little bit more control going forward. So for Dauntless, I do feel like it is entirely possible. Wolf with the backstab. Jeez Louise, there we go.
So now we're down to the top 3. Top 3. Each of these teams are a trio now. And look at that. We're almost on a triangle from across from each other. Oh, no. Dauntless coming right up and in and finding AMG.
Wow. Okay. So, well, I mean, I don't think AMG could have done anything differently necessarily, because again, Dauntless been very quiet.
Straight on Nepal coming up onto AMG now. AMG is going to get sandwiched between Straight on Nepal and Dauntless both. And look at the split with Dauntless. They've got both sides. They've got an anchor. We've got Valak over on this side, on the east side, and then we got Emily, and I don't remember who else was still over there. XP3, but they're over on the other side. XP3. XP3 still trying to find. I think he knows that maybe he knows Valak's over onto this side, but Valak, I'm sure, is keeping an eye up that hill. It'd be interesting to see what Valak can see from that compound. Now, here we go. We're just seconds away from finding out. Are we going to stay on this on the street is the split zone. Oh, Aya. Aya was the last, the one that was over there with Emily. So now XP3 is covered, is covering Valak. Yeah. Oh, I see the nades. We're down to the last two teams, and we did come across this side.
Oliver.
So Valak on the right side. Look at this. Valak is in zone right here. Dragon. Oh,
that is bold.
Ab 249 Albert onto Wolf, but Wolf is able to get down into that dip, but he's giving his side away. Look at this. Emily and Aya coming up from the top. They are on top of the ball. They came up on top of the ridge line, and they are able to find him. Here comes the nades. Oliver moving out. XP3 right on down below. Aya trying to come. Oh, it's XP3 and Aya. Aya and Dauntless with 13 eliminations, 10 placements, 23 points for Dauntless.
You know what I love about that, Green? They won the last Miramar. So we've had INCO win both Erangels and Dauntless win both Miramars. I mean, what a play from these two teams. Powerhouses, the both of them, Green.
But Dauntless came into that final zone with two points.
Yes, I know.
Remember? I even called that out. I said they only have 2 points, and here they come in those final zone, and they suddenly make more points in this match than they did the second game of tonight when they won with 22.
Like, just what? Crazy stuff coming in here. I mean, sure, far less dominant, right, than we saw in their last win. Far less dominant. But it doesn't matter because they were already top 5 anyway. There was no need to win. They just wanted to. And they did it with such style, such control. I really liked seeing what they had to offer there, what they brought to the table when they didn't have that pressure. They just chilled. They were fine. And they had a really, really good time in the process, really controlling a lot of those teams. I will say, Straight Out of Nepal have done a great job. They've been very consistent all night. And to actually come into that second place, really, really good job from them as well. Oliver in particular, I've been noticing him this evening. Some really, really good stuff coming in from that team as well. And I think that they will be able to do something here. And it is going to be Straight Out of Nepal. So yes, Dauntless do get the win, but Straight Out of Nepal win in terms of points because those 13 eliminations mean 19 total points compared to Dauntless's 17. I do want to point out Zero Mercy with those 12 points as well and AMG with 10. So those two teams did need points and they got double-digit ones.
I must have just pulled some numbers from the air. Because I thought they came in with 23. Don't ask me. I don't know. But what a match. Just blows my mind. I feel like Dauntless had just top-notch comms. Because Valak was telling him, I've got one in sight. He didn't know it was Wolf, obviously, when he was taking the shots. And then Emily and Aya coming up and over the top of the ridgeline knew exactly where they were. So yeah. I feel like
really nice.
I feel like that was perfect comms there.
Yeah. Really good synergy from both INCO and from Dauntless. I really like how both of those teams played it. I liked how Almost There played the Erangel as well. Oh, right. No, INCO won the Erangel and the Rondo. Sorry, not the two Erangels there. Almost There won the Erangel there. But really nicely done from all of these teams. I mean, the domination that we're seeing here, INCO and Dauntless, but Almost There able to grab some really good points as well, making sure that they can have the best shot possible at that top 6.
So, at the beginning of the night, you asked me if I thought we'd have any hot drops. What do you think?
Yeah. I think we didn't have a match without any hot drops. I mean, it was hot drop central over here. I love it.
Yep. And then you also asked me if you would see any bolties. Would you?
We did see a few. We did see some. Okay. We did see some indeed, but am I hearing that we can go over to leaderboards right now? We're chilling. We're chilling, Green. Whenever you want to go over to him, we can go over to him. But I'm loving. I want to see though first, Green. What did you feel? How did you feel like tonight went? Did it live up to your expectations?
Yes.
Yeah.
This was NA. They just came in ready for the fight. They took the fights. They came back stronger. They did their rotations. They did the scouting. They used all their throwables. They used what they had as far as terrain, vehicles. I feel like they did an amazing job tonight.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it, Green. Yep.
I was trying to read the chat. You caught me.
Yeah,
you caught me. You know, we got all sorts of people talking in chat. Let's go, Blaze. Yes, Blaze and straight out of Nepal. Did you have any fragger that really popped off for you?
I mean, I really enjoyed watching Oliver. I liked watching... Let me think. I'm not very good with player names, but there was somebody out of Sons of Nepal. Wolf, I think it might have been, was really good tonight as well. Some just really dominant performances from a couple of the players. I really liked Emily, actually, off of Dauntless. The off angles they were able to provide were really strong, and they knew exactly what they were doing. So it's really nice to see a super confident off angler like that. So I really liked Emily's plays tonight.
Yeah, I'm not sure who Emily was, but yeah, we saw a lot of really good coverage, even in Rondo, even in the compounds. They had each other covered. I mean, I feel like they were just doing the angles all right tonight. I feel like tonight they had a lot of good things to show.
Yeah, I agree. I think everybody did their best, and I think everybody did a really good job. I mean, whether or not they got a lot of points at the same time, they played their best.
Yeah. And some of these teams, woo, they should have had so many more points. All right, let's look. Let's see what we got.
Drum roll.
Let's go.
Whoa!
Straight out of Nepal with 81 total points, 20 points ahead of Dauntless at 61.
Crazy.
All right,
Crazy.
So we got top 6 are moving on. Neptura, the top 6 teams go to Continentals. So we got straight out of Nepal, Dauntless, INCO, AMG Esports, almost there, and Zero Mercy. What do you feel? What do you feel for the Golden Eagles? It's heartbreaking, isn't it?
It is heartbreaking, but at the same time, I have to be really mean about it, because why did they go for the hot drop? If it was a surprise hot drop, if they got hot dropped on, why didn't they just leave? They knew it was at stake, but they went for it, and they lose out. They are out of this now, and it's really a shame for me, Green, because like we saw some really cool stuff from them, but just that hot drop in the last game was not worth it. On the other hand, though, Zero Mercy did exactly what they needed to do to get into the top 6, exactly what they needed to do, and almost there did exactly what they needed to do to stay in that 5th position. So some really, really good work from both of those teams. They understood the assignment. That's what I'm trying to say here. They understood the assignment.
I feel like you're calling to the Golden Eagles, you're calling them to Chuma Sarah and say, see what you did, look what you did.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
We are changing this, boys.
Yes, indeed. I mean, GG's to everybody. Everybody on the right side of the page as well. Wasn't your guys' night tonight, but still some double-digit elims all the way down to 13th place is some really good stuff to see there. And almost there with the one win. So AMG and Straight Outta Nepal get first and fourth without any wins whatsoever. That is insane.
Right?
Actually.
0 winner,
that's crazy.
winner, chicken dinner.
57 elims and no wins to show for it is crazy work. I mean, they got a couple of second places and things like that, but some really, really good consistency, just unable to grab that win from underneath a few teams. But that's okay, because you still win at the end of the day. Who cares if you win a game? You win the whole America's Challenger bit of this section.
I would like to point out that first through third have all gone to PMSL Brazil. So those top teams are showing, they're saying this is how it's done, even with 0 winner chicken dinners.
Yeah, they took them to school tonight. My goodness me. I loved it though. Really good games here tonight, Green. I've really enjoyed being here, and the teams are really good. The games have been really, really good, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the rest of the competition has to offer.
Yes, because we have only just begun. We go to Continentals next week.
Ooh,
South America, LATAM, and NA head-to-head. Ooh, I'm so excited.
So much fun.
Thank you so much, Neptura. Thank you for coming in.
My pleasure.
It was an amazing night. And
it's been great fun.
These boys did not disappoint at all.
They did not at all. Goodness me, I cannot imagine. Winning 2. We've had 5 games and 3 winners. How? For real, some really good stuff. Excellent stuff. And thank you everybody in chat for being here with us, guys. We've been watching all of your messages here, and we appreciate y'all coming in and supporting, watching, liking the stream, all of that good happy stuff. You know, we look forward to seeing you on the next edition on the Continental stage. As Green said, next week as well. So appreciate y'all hanging out with us this evening. It's been great fun. She's reading chat again.
Yes, I was. I was right in the middle of it.
I could see you reading.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out and supporting NA. Please hit the like. Let NA know they have your support, because this is what it's all about. Showing NA some love, some support, and gotta shout them out. Is it done for the day? Yes, it is. It is done for the day. We are headed on out, and the next time you see us, we will be in the Continentals, head to head. Oh, big boys are coming on in. We got the top 6 teams heading on over there to show them what NA's got.
We do indeed. Looking forward to it.
Let's go. All right. Have a great night, everyone. Love you.